button. So
Cool.
there we go. Post this in my PRs. Means like nobody can type in yours.
Just post it in general.
Oh, it works too. Wasn't sure if Ian would get mad at me for doing that, but I don't care.
No.
Cool. Let me pull up the stream so that I can see chat. There we go. This should be fun. I got the tier list and everything set up. I made tiers so we can do each division separately, and then we can combine them at the end.
Sounds good.
Yep. You just give some time for people to hop in here whenever they want to do that.
Yep.
Yeah, so hope today's going okay so far. It's been fine for me. Not too much going on.
Nice. I just woke up a little while ago.
Must be nice.
I slept at like 6 a.m. So
that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I see. So it's a couple people joined. Welcome, whoever is there. Whoever is the people.
I mean, I know one of them is me. So
well, at least one person because it says they're 3 viewers.
True.
Yeah, but just give a few minutes. If even if no one's here, like 2:05, I guess we'll get started.
Yeah, that sounds good. Okay.
Yep. Sorry everyone about the ads. I cannot get rid of them on Tier Maker, and there's nothing I can fucking do about it. So
Yeah, who the fuck's gonna pay for Tier Maker? That sounds like.
Yeah, who do people pay for this shit?
Yeah, who's paying for that?
Someone. I mean, I could like download an ad blocker, but like, fuck that.
Too much work.
Yeah, exactly. It's not worth downloading an ad blocker for one stream.
Yeah.
Yep. Like, was that? Yeah. Yeah, we'll see if Ian pings for it, hopefully, but he might not be online.
Probably not.
Oh, well, if he comes online, I'll probably do it.
True.
I'll post it in the PR channel too, just in case people have Gerald muted for some reason. I know, like, I mute Gerald on some servers where it's really active.
Mm-hmm. I don't usually do that.
So we got all teams here, and then it should be interesting. It's kind of awkward starting with like ours in the first 3, but just how
That
it
is
worked out.
Okay, heat tag.
Okay, I see the ping. Cool. I don't know where you picked up. Thank you, Ian. Appreciate it. Sorry about the coughing, everyone. I just used my inhaler, so it will take a bit to kick in, then I'll be good to talk and stuff better.
And if I randomly start coughing, that means I've been vaping hard.
Understand. Hey, Gareth, welcome. Welcome, Coder Man. I'm not. Welcome, we're going. You did win the first game of the season. I didn't. Actually, no, I think I did watch that. I don't remember. Yeah, I'm not sure who KDR Man is. I don't recognize the tag. Stop fishing for reports. You're not wrong.
Yeah, I don't know who KDR Man is either.
Sure, they'll tell us eventually.
I know Gamo is Gareth.
Yeah, of course. IT? I don't. Whatever.
That's Steven.
Well, why don't we get started since we've got people here now? Let's get going. Okay, so, hey everyone, welcome to Zekrom PRs. We have 2 tier lists, one for each division, then we'll combine them at the end, and we're just going to go for each of the 32 teams, talk about them, what we like, what we dislike, and then throw them on tier list, and maybe move people around at the end, who knows. So let's get into it. And awkwardly enough, because I have first pick, we're starting with my team, so
yeah, let's
it's really awkward.
Let's talk about your team.
Yeah, so I have 3 mons that suck. and also
I
a bit
mean,
behind. That kind of sucks.
like none of those are coming to a game ever.
That's but yes, that was tongue in cheek. Yeah.
So I don't know your terrors, but I guess I mean
Well, I have the doc so I can like pull up terrors if we want. I can pull
yeah.
up terrors. Yeah, we can. Like I think we may just talk about teams and we'll pull up the terrors at the end. I think it's easier.
That's fair.
Switching back and forth. So
Yeah.
I guess why don't you go first and say it's my team?
Yeah. So the only thing that's a little off is like the speed difference between Xerneas and Arceus. That's it, I guess.
Yes,
Like
fair.
everything, like it looks fine. I guess your only removal is what Defog, Rotom, and Scissor.
Yeah.
But other than that, I guess it's a fine game. Like I don't see it's something bad with it.
I mean, I'm pretty happy with it. I think my strategy of just loading up the top and then grabbing a few support pieces, then like not caring about the bottom worked pretty well here. I just wanted to stack power early because the more Ubers you have, the more they force prep on the opponent and the harder it is to answer them all. So I think it's going to be
Yeah.
really tough to answer Xerneas with Specs, Terra, Fairy, Moonblast, maybe 2X in general. Terra Poison, Zygarde complete just sitting there the whole game, and Arceus on top of it. And like there's hazards, there's removal. I think pretty well
Yeah,
rounded team.
and you can just Wish Blissey like every week and just be good.
Yeah, well, the reasons I really want Blissey is because Wish is so big, it does over 50% of Zygarde's health, even with his big, which is very. I do not have an ad blocker, no. I probably should, but don't know. Yeah, band. I'm pretty sure Xerneas gets play rough, so I could run banded play rough too. That's a thing that people have to be ready for.
Yeah, like Bandit is just as viable as like Scarf or Specs here, to be honest. You can also run Scarf, and that's fine.
Scarf is probably the best set, honestly. Specs calcs are just funny. It's funny typing Specs calcs.
That is true.
But yeah, I know. I don't think there's too much to say about my team. I mean, I kind of was way into my thought process a bit. I will say maybe there are a few things I might have reached a bit, but like maybe grabbing Rotom this early was a bit of a reach, but I think it worked out. I know it would have gotten sniped otherwise. I don't know. Brute Bind's kind of weird. Maybe that could have been Mega Sableye because like itemless Sableye maybe is better, but I don't know. I don't think there's too much to talk about on this one.
Yeah, I don't think necessarily that itemless Sableye is better than Terra Brood Bonnet, but I feel like both of them are just bad.
Yeah, ideally neither of them come. Like if it happens, it happens, but it's not like hopefully.
Yeah. True.
It's like if I'm scared of stored power bullshit, like I might bring Bonnet.
That's why you just need a dark type just so that you don't get cheesed by a random stored power. That's the
Yeah.
only reason you have a dark, like a mandatory dark type on your team. It's not a mandatory slot otherwise. At least
Yeah,
what I
and I've
think.
got like Encore Blissey, so like that helps.
True.
Blissey does get Encore, right? I think I don't feel like checking.
I don't think Blissey gets Encore. I mean, you can check in the move section on the dog.
Oh yeah, it's true. This doc does do. Let me see. It does not. Okay, fair. But I'm not too worried about store power. Zygarde has haze. If I'm really that scared of it, I think it'll be fine.
What's your Encore user? Why not?
Yes, why not his Encore?
I swear to God, if it comes to a game, I'll be surprised.
I have brought games before in other formats that are 5 generations before this, where it's actually maybe playable. It's not going.
I mean, I guess in Gen 3 you could technically use it, I guess.
Yeah, I used it in Gen 4, it like did stuff, but that's not an excuse to use it here. Yeah, I think I think it's just a pretty solid team. I guess where do we all play to start?
I probably put it like A tier for now.
Hey, I'll be honest, I'm biased. I was thinking A plus, and then we can maybe move it later.
Okay, so in my defense, I did not know you had a different A plus.
Oh yeah, I didn't move far enough up.
Yeah, I that's why I said high A, but A plus is fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I think A plus is fine for now, and we'll see. Yeah, I did. I just figured it would be like A and D might get crowds. I figured I'd just separate us out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm pretty happy with my team. Obviously, I'm very biased, but I think it covers pretty much everything you'd want to cover. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's get to pick number 2, which here we had Box, and I did because I didn't want to forget to talk about the fact that he has 100 points left, so I just wrote that down, which is not ideal to do.
Why does he have points left?
I don't know. He just thought Lycanroc does fit better than like Great Tusk or something, or like A200s, which is I don't know. It's kind of weird.
I don't know. Did he have like tier bullshit to do? Like he forgot to pick a tier or something? I don't know.
I don't think so. I think I think because Ian literally pinged him saying like, you can get 200 of this pick, right? And he was like, nah. So,
Uh,
but
does Lack and Rock fit better than Great Tusk? I don't think so.
yeah, but talking about the team itself, the first thing I noticed is this is Uber singular. You just have Oren. If you all have on, I think it would be easier if it's just two of us, Oren. As much as I would love having you on here, I think it would be easier just having two people. But feel free to
Yeah.
talk and chat about your thoughts on the teams, and we'll of course mention it in the stream. Feel free to type in chat. Yeah. But yeah, so Uber singular, unless you count like Roaring Moon, and I don't because
I
you
do
didn't go
not.
Terraflying on it.
I would not count Roaring Moon as an Uber. I
Maybe
think that
if you went Terraflying, but you went Terra Poison, so like I really don't think that helps its case.
I think that Mon has one real set, which is like band, and that's it.
Yeah.
Especially on this team since he doesn't have Sun either.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of Primal Kyogre and like a bunch of support pieces. It's like Primal Kyogre, Roaring Moon, and a bunch of support pieces.
Yeah. And I don't really get a lot of his picks. Like I don't get why Incense there. I don't
Yeah,
do
Instant
know
makes
what
like no sense.
Incen makes like no sense to me. Like it's adding nothing to the team. You already have a dark type too. Like what's
You
Incen
have a
doing?
dark type. You already have good fire and ice checks with a Kyogre and Rachi. Like I guess it gets you slow momentum, but like you have Volt Switch Iron Hands for that anyway.
Yeah, probably could have used something else. I like Sinistra though. Sinistra's good. Wish Jirachi's good too to keep Kyogre healthy, I guess.
Yeah, Kyogre pretty much mandates Wish support in my opinion. Otherwise, you have to run Rest on it, and you really don't want to do that. I think Wish support is pretty vital on Kyogre teams, so that's good to have at least.
Yeah. I doubt Sand Slash comes to like more than 2 games.
I don't think it does. I think you just want a spinner, which I guess, but like just defog with Gore and Weezing, it's so much easier.
Yeah. I feel like this does not feel like an Uber's team like that. It's just like, okay, fine, he has a Kyogre and that's it.
Yeah, exactly. This feels like just a team. This almost feels like an S tier league team, but with like a crazy fucking S tier that's randomly there. It's not.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like Uber's. Where it pinged. Oh, here. Yep. Yeah, it doesn't really feel like an Uber's team. I don't want to use the word underwhelming, but when you leave 100 points on the table, that's kind of what happens.
That is true. Yes, I'm
No,
sorry, we
Zane.
don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
We're just
Zane.
vibing.
We're just spouting out our asses. Don't worry about
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, I don't know. It just feels very underwhelming.
Yeah, I definitely think this is not great. I also think it's kind of relying on webs because your speed maxing at 119 is really rough, especially in Arceus format.
Yep, I would agree with that too.
Like Arceus outspeeding everything is really freaking scary. It makes the setup sets a lot scarier. Like Calm Mind is now a freaking problem because, or if you like Dragon Dance, it outspeeds your Booster Moon and everything. It seems just so susceptible to so many scary things.
True.
Like I don't
I
really.
think I would probably put it like C or like what D. I don't know.
I think, to be honest, this might be worse. I think it is a D team, and honestly, I could see moving it down, but I think it's a D team for now.
Yeah,
But I
I
just think
would.
there's a lot of fundamental issues here.
I agree.
Okay, let's move on to pick 3.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, it's
Woohoo!
you. So let's go into your team. I'll start with that. I want to use this. I'm the biggest Groudon believer in the history of time, as anyone who has ever played Ubers with me will tell you. I am addicted to this thing. Yeah, I think you drafted really well around it.
Yeah.
Groudon
So
Met seems really good
in
pairing.
all honesty, it's probably like one of the only teams that I've drafted that I do not absolutely hate.
That's fair. But yeah, like your top 9 are all really, really good. Groudon is fantastic. Mega Man fits really well. I like Going Go a lot here. The one thing is I kind of wish you had more hazards pairing with the Going Go, but I get like if you all use more defensive ground spikes, you can. Trapper
Mhm.
gets really good emergency biting. Gouging Fire is disgusting in Sun. I told you, I did a PR, so I mentioned, but this
Yeah.
much so fat. Venu's great. You have screen support because why not? You have Hatterene in case someone tries to trick room you because your team's very fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan. It kind of hits all the buttons you really want to hit, and you have really good breaking power. Like Groudon and Zamazenta hit so fucking hard. I don't think your special breaking is as good, but I don't think that matters as much because you just go wear down the walls easily.
Plus, I do have Gold Dingo, and I could technically just run special mens too. So
Special Mets is quite good. I guess like Terrapagos might be forced into removal a lot because Starmie is kind of bad, but that's not even that bad in this form. It's like offensive Terrapagos isn't really gonna get that much done with so much things having high natural bulk regardless. So like, it's fine
yeah,
Terrapagos being a support. It's just a support mine's an emergency bind, and emergency binds are important in this format because there's a lot of broken bullshit.
that is true. There is the fucking
Yeah,
Zornius with Terra hair.
yeah. Terra's gonna be insane. Yeah. Oh, I guess we didn't talk about Terra's on last one. I don't think that really matters. I guess we mentioned Terra's on here real quick. Let me scroll. Yeah, I think you pretty much shows all the good Terras. I think Terra Dark Grimstorm might be a bit weird, but everything else makes a lot of sense to me. Terra Fire Groudon sounds terrifying, and I think we play, so I'm really scared of when I have to fight that. Because like Terra
Yeah,
Fire Heat Crash in the sun off 150 base attack is gonna be disgusting. Yeah, oh, wrong tab. Yep. Yeah, I love this team and I want to use it. I don't want to say I like it more in my team in terms of like I'm trying to, in terms of like the thing I'd want to use. I probably like it more in my team, but it's also because there's a bunch of mons on here I'm addicted to using. So
that is also true.
yeah,
I do like this team a lot. I feel like there. I mean, yes, Sun is the main mode, but no, I don't think I
need
can
it.
run a Sunless mode. I was like, maybe I could run a Sunless mode, but I don't think that's happening.
I mean, even if you aren't running Venusaur or gouging in a given week, like you're obviously running Groudon still. Like
Yeah,
if you aren't abusing the sun, it's still a fucking Groudon.
that is
Like
true.
that's a trap I've kind of fallen into before with Groudon's like running like Heat Rock and stuff, trying to support things like Venusaur, which is like usually not a great way to go about things because usually Groudon's a better matchup than Venusaur. But I just really like this team. I think everything fits really well. Like maybe the Charizard's a little out of place because like whenever you're bring Charizard over gouging, but it's a tier 5, who gives a shit?
That is true.
Like yeah, I'm a huge fan of this. This is honestly like one of my favorite routines I've seen in a long time. I really like this. Even if you just like block out the bomb free, it doesn't matter. It just looks so good.
It's true. I am so happy with this team too. Really excited to use it.
Yeah.
And my first game is against demons who like fucking got walking wake, which I really
Oh,
wanted.
I mean, actually, no, you have a really rough walking week matchup. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think we probably agree to put this up in A plus. Honestly, I could see it going to S by the end, but I think A plus is a fine place for now because I just don't see many flaws with it.
Yeah. I
And
agree.
wow, this looks super biased with the 2 rankers in A plus and the hurt team in D, but let's keep going. No one
Hey,
screenshot that. No one screenshot that.
listen, the teams are good. Like, I'm sorry, I
I'm
drafted.
not gonna lie, they are very good teams. Team 4, we have Don here. My first thing was like this was a really early Giratina. I think it kind of shows with the rest of the team how some of the mons are kind of not the best because you. How to explain this? I just don't think this is a great Giratina team. I think Giratina really is best on super fat, and this team has a lot of frail offensive pieces that don't really support that playstyle.
Okay, so what I think, and I don't know if I'm correct about this or not, Shade can correct me. Probably Don's like first league or something.
Okay, that's
And
that. I will be a
I,
bit more lenient then.
yeah, and I think he just wanted to like see what fits his play style and like have
Makes
fun.
sense. Yeah, well, that's. I will clarify. No matter what we say, as long as people are having fun, that's all that really matters. Oh well. One, welcome to draft. I love being a part of people's first leagues. That always brings me great joy. So yeah, I'll try not to rip into this too hard, and I still think it's better than all the other teams we saw so far. There's definitely some flaws, but Giratina Zame is a really good defensive core, and Finny on the top of that. Like those three form a really strong defensive core.
Yeah. The only thing I would have liked more is probably like a wish passer on this team. Uh
Absolutely.
Especially since you are running Feeny and you can't run the rest Giratina that reliably.
Yeah, I think Delphox gets Wish, but like you don't want to be using that. That's not a great
Yeah,
use of your
first of all, it
Delphox.
has like 74 HP, and then secondly, it's like you want to use it as offensive.
Yeah. I will say I really like the pairing of Zamazenta Crowned and Arceus Ice. I think they benefit each other very well because a lot of the best Zamazenta checks, so like the only Zamazenta checks are like flying types, and Arceus Ice just nukes those. And
Yeah,
Zamazenta blows through steel types for Arceus. I think those two pair really well. And Gomora's a little weird, but I get it. Like I think the hazards are going to be really helpful, and you have the best bin blocker in the game, which is nice. Well, one of them.
True. So I mean, yeah, again, like for a first attempt, I would say it's a good team in general. Like he has the pieces. It's just it lacks in like raw power like that. And some of the pairings are a little questionable in the sense that Giratina and Feeney, like yes, they seem like they work on paper together, but they really do not.
Yeah, just because of the way they play. I will say the bottom five are pretty rough. Like I feel like you only have 7 real mons. I guess 2 Dunsparce is okay. Toad Scroll's like bringable. I wouldn't want to, but it's bringable. So that's a bit of the rough part is that you're kind of locked into those top 7 most weeks. I do think those top 7 can win games. I think that's undeniable. Like their synergy among your top 6 is quite solid, actually. Even with the Finny like anti-synergy of Giratina Gorn, I think the top 6 is pretty damn scary to fight, but the team
Yeah.
kind of just falls off.
Yeah. Although I will say I like this more than Boxer's team, so I guess that's
I would absolutely agree on that. I think just the overall power level is a lot higher. In like Sylvia Olympics, I can see them doing stuff like Heracross. I can see if a team is really fighting weak and you want to double them fighting to go spam.
yeah, makes sense.
Well, I mean, Giratina Finny, it's not like impossible. I think it's just awkward. Like he's like, if you made it work before, that's great. And I don't think it's impossible to pull it off. I just think it is very awkward to use because it removes a lot of Giratina's best traits.
Yeah.
I know
Like
that having an Arceus automatically makes it a little bit Gareth because like Ice is fine, so the best offensive Arceus. Don't get me wrong.
yeah,
But I
I
don't
would
think
also
it.
disagree with that. I don't think having an RCS just automatically makes a team good.
I don't think it's a bad fit here. I think Arceus Ice is solid here and like probably was the best one available in round 6 for this composition. Actually, no, I think Arceus Grass was around, which maybe would have been better. But like Arceus Ice is still a decent fit here.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'm for your first time. This is not bad, and it's probably better than the first time I ever did a draft. So
Yeah, I guess I agree.
yeah, I think it's pretty safe to just put this in C tier for now. I think it's fine. Like it
Yeah,
has the bones. It has the bones, but it's not the strongest thing in the world.
I will agree with that.
Yeah, but like for your first time, it's pretty solid, I'd say. On to pick 5, we have Raul. Who this is as many points up. I still, if it's more than 20, I usually like to mention it. So I feel like you maybe could upgrade something with 30, but again, like it's not the end of the world. Looking at the actual team list itself, it's a 2 Uber team. You got Marsh, Solgallia, which is interesting.
Yeah, I hate Soul Calibur a lot. I just feel like it doesn't do much at all.
I do generally agree. I feel like I've used Solgaleo and I enjoyed it when I used it, but it didn't feel like something that comes every game and automatically like changes everything,
Yeah, just feel
But
like it doesn't feel like an Uber.
at times it doesn't, yeah. I will say when it has its good matchups, it's nasty. But when it doesn't, it kind of does nothing because typing just has all these really rough weaknesses. Yes, it has great resistances, but like the typing is really tough. It's not the offensive behemoth like Mega Metagross is, where it pulls it off.
Yeah,
Outside of that, I like this team quite a bit. I think like the defensive core isn't bad. Mega Dragouch with regen. What I really like is there's so much slow momentum here. Mega Dragouch and Slowbro both just getting your Marshadow over and over and over to click a button. That's what Marshadow does best. It's a hit.
yeah,
Come on, you get it in, you click a gigantic fucking attack, you kill something, then you switch it out and you do it again. And this team does that really well. And has other also has Ursula Blundman as a secondary weight of user, which I really like. The slow momentum is great here.
yeah. Plus, I like Samurott here too, because like you just set up spikes, so you pressure other opponents, and like you just click ceaseless knock, ceaseless knock, ceaseless knock, and that's it.
Yeah. This port's really nice, especially because there's a lot of things Marshall doesn't really pick up the one shot on, but like with a spike or two, it's very tough to live a hit from it. Obviously, rocks would be nice too, but your rockers and Aerodactyl, so probably not gonna happen too much.
True, that is true.
I will say, I'm not normally a big Alecki fan. I kind of like the Alecki here. I feel like having that raw speed is really nice, and like if you're using Marshall as a breaker, which I think you should on this team, having that just clean in the late game so easily is really nice. Like the best ways to kill grounds, like Samurai and Ogremon can do it. Marshadow, if the ground is like super fizz def, it will break through it eventually. I'm
Yeah,
not a Lucky fan, but I think it fits really well on this team.
yeah. Plus, I'm hoping he went Terra Ice.
Let's check. I'm pretty sure it went Terra. I would hope so. Let's look. Yes, Terra Isoleki. Terra Normal Blood Moon's another nasty breaker.
Yeah,
Terra Grounding Name's cool. Yeah, most of these make a lot of sense. I don't know if I agree with Terra Steel and Solgaleo. I feel like you watch Shadow's defensive typing more than anything.
yeah.
But
Probably not
these
like
all look fine.
probably not like water or something.
Water, or even like Fairy or something. I can even see an argument for Fire. Yes, you're still weak to ground, but like, it makes your Flare Blitzes do so much freaking damage.
True.
But yeah, whoops, I keep doing it the wrong way. Yeah, I like this team a lot. I think Scrafty is also a really solid addition. You need a bulkier Ghost resist, not a Ghost and Psychic check, and you got that there.
Yeah.
EM, I'm not an EM fan standard. I think it's a little better in Ubers because it just is good at checking things. So like, it's not bad.
I guess he does have a reliable Trick Room mode as well, so I think that's good because like Slowbro can set up Trick Room easily.
I think like Dragouge and to yeah, I do like the Ogre Pawn. I think having Ogre Pawn like he has options to break down flying types from our Shadow is nice because some of the things that can check are stuff like Zapdos and things like example.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think those are good. And it tastes a little weird. I don't love it on here, but like it's fine. It gives you like Terra Normally speed. Sure, why not? That might come in handy. Yeah, I'm a
Yeah.
pretty big fan of this team. Maybe you could have upgraded something a little bit, but like honestly, at the very point, none of these monsters really have a clear replacement.
I agree.
Yeah, I like this. I guess I think this year in like a low A or a high B. I'm
I
kind
would
of
I would I would go low A.
yeah, I was kind of thinking. I think it's a low A. I think it's still quite solid. It has a lot of good things to it. It has maybe some things that could have been done better, but like it's still a really good team.
Yeah.
Okay, on to pick six. We have Tiff with her Arceus Water Draft, and this is what I was really interested when she took round one Arceus Water because there's a lot of things you can do with that mon. So I was curious to see how she build it out.
Yeah. I think it's a good squad, kind of, but like I think the top four is really good, and then it just went a little haywire from there. I like Crobat though. Crobat's good, but
That's very solid.
I don't get both Cryo and Pylo on this team.
That was a bit weird, yeah. Crobat's really nice, especially in Arceus format, because it can taunt them and like super fang them. That's really nice. I do like the Houndstone because I swear, I promise you, despite Vaspucci going undrafted, Last Respect is fucking stupid, and Houndstone will do something with a Scarf set at some point and like get 4 kills or something with Last Respect. It's not as stupid.
True. Like yeah, Houndstone's fine too, but again, I feel like I'm too stuck on Cryo and Pylo together. Like
That's really odd. Yeah.
that just feels odd. Sylveon's all right, I guess, as your fairy. It's all right. Like it's a little weak for
Sylveon's
Ubers,
okay.
but it's okay. Like it'll get the job done.
I do wish you had a bit of a bulkier dark type to like cover those weaknesses from Mega Magros better. Obstagoon's fine, but like it's not, even if you invest, like it's not as bulky as you want it to be a lot of time for a lot of the really strong ghost types.
And you mostly want to run it as a gut sweeper anyway.
Exactly. I do really like the Heart Flame here. I like that you got multiple ways to remove from it for it, and you got some like hazards. Because Heart Flame with Terrifier, even in Ubers, that shit is nasty. That is not fun to switch into.
Yeah, I agree because like we had it in SGL too, and I think Tiff had it in SGL, and she just like
That's a
would just
very good mon. I
bring
will
it in
say,
again.
yeah. In Frape's scenario one, I thought was kind of weird. Like maybe you had a fighting type. Yes, Obstagoon is immune to Ghost and then dies to every fucking like coverage move. Like all the ghosts have like fairy or fighting coverage. Like yes, you're immune to Ghost, but if you get a play wrong and they click anything else, you're taking like 40% minimum from anything. And that's like a neutral move. If it's like a fairy or a fighting move, you're probably dead.
I agree.
Yeah, I am a big fan of Mega Magros on here. I think Mega Magros, honestly, it might be the best Mega in the format right now. It's really freaking good. It's been rising popularity.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I wanted to look at is her Terras, because I glanced at these before. I wasn't a huge fan of them, so let me find them. So you see stuff like Dragon Raging Bolt, which I don't really get, because I feel like you always go fair on Raging Bolt, and it's like calm mindsets are gross. And all the rest is kind of just like basic stuff. I don't mind Terrago's Houndstone. I kind of prefer fighting because body press, so I can muscle
Body
through the
press
few
is
checks.
disgusting on it.
I think fighting's definitely better. I don't think you need the power boost on Last Respect because it's already a 300 base power move in best case scenario.
Mm-hmm.
And like Terra Noir, I get like you all do damage, but I don't think it's that great. I don't know. I feel like a lot of these terrors are kind of suboptimal, and that could be a problem because there's so many crazy terrors running around.
I agree.
Yeah,
She could have done better with the terrors.
yeah. Like the
Like
only
it's not a
ones.
bad team as per se, but like she could have made it better.
Yeah, I think the only terrors I really like here are like Sylveon. Obviously, Heartflame's locked. Sylveon and like maybe the Houndstone, I guess. But even I don't love the Ghost Houndstone.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
hopefully she can make those work. Because like I think the team itself is not terrible, but I think the lack of good terrors is going to hurt because you're going to be tearing Heartflame every game, which is fine. It's good at tearing, but it does kind of limit you.
True, true.
I think this is an RC. I think I think it's an RC. I think it may be a little bit above Don's or maybe a little let me pull up Don's.
I think Dawn's is a little better in terms of like terras and everything, but
I think just in general Don's is a bit better. Hello, Tiff. Yeah, terras are hard. I will admit. Figuring out terras are hard, like especially for mons that don't terras off, it's really tough to call them. So I get it. Yeah, I think we also have play in C, I guess, for now.
yeah.
Okay, that sounds good. Now on to the person who's played more Uber's draft games than probably anyone else in the NCL server. We have Orn. The team definitely looks like he does that. This is a really nasty team.
Yeah, there's a fucking Chien Pao again, because of course there is.
He always, I mean, he was good. He was good to Arceus Electric too, but it got taken round one. Like we were talking about, he's like, "Oh, I'm getting round two, Chien Pao round for Arceus Electric." And like 2 minutes later, never mind.
So I personally love Lunala a lot in Ubers. I think it's one of the best Ubers available in general.
I agree, especially with the 5 or 6 that were extra banned here. I think Lunala was one of the best on the board for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I like Chien Pao with it. I don't like Chien Pao in general, but I like Chien Pao with it.
Chien Pao's a good
And
pairing. Mega Raptor is really gross with Lunala too. That's a really, really gross core to try to deal with.
I agree. I like the defensive core too. Fez is good. Pharaoh is good. I don't know
P2
what
is-
Gyarados will be doing,
P2
but
is fat as shit. P2 is fat as shit.
yeah. Again, I don't know what Gyarados is doing, but sure, I guess
I
you
think
need
he
it.
just needed to fill his tier 3 slot. He's like, maybe this will do something.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
like it.
I think the offense is great. I really like Arc Fire on here because the top 2 like don't love stuff like Steel types. Yes, you have Raptor, but like a lot of Steel types are bulky enough that they will live one close combat and they can smack it back really hard or T-Wave it or whatever. So Arceus Fire helps a lot there. Garchomp's really good too because Garchomp is such a good Sarah. Like you have 2 amazing hair Sarahs, Garchomp and Ferroborn, and this team does really appreciate that because you don't have a ton of Oko machines, but you have a ton of like do 70% machines, which is really good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we cannot be coping that Electrode's the best Mega Raichu check, right? We are
No,
not that.
Hisuian Electrode it got sniped.
Yeah, we are not on that cope, right? Like
I know,
like
no, Focus Blast still destroyed it, yeah.
yeah,
but it's
like
funny.
that,
It's funny. And to be fair, Mega Raichu White is really stupid because Sing is legal, but I do wish you had a bit more removable art on Cyclozar because I do think Lunala is gonna have to run boots a lot, which is fine.
Yeah.
It's fine doing it, but it does
But then you can't run like Meteor Beam and stuff.
Yeah, you can't run Power. You can't run like Specs, which is really good in some matchups. You can't run Lefties, which sometimes comes up. It is kind of boots locked here unless you run Defog Arceus, which you can, but like you don't really want to when it's a fire type one. But it can do it.
Or like you could run like Defog Megastar Raptor, I guess.
But you probably don't want to do it here. So I'm a bit worried about Rocks and Jaro, but like Chien Pao and Arceus Fire. Well, Arceus Fire obviously can't hold him. If
Yeah.
you get tier 5, why is that's fair. I mean, Electrode is like a tier 5. You don't have your tier 5, so fair. Actually, I think Lancer's a tier 5, but I get that point on. Like, it's a tier 5 that can theoretically force prep and maybe come. Like, what else? But that's the same as I got my tier 5s. They're like, they're dog shit, but like, they theoretically force prep and can come. So I think it's fine. I think the hazard of the one issue I have with this is the lack of removal. Like,
Yeah.
genuinely, I think Unala, Chiampao, Arceus Fire really would have appreciated it. I don't think it's gonna make or break this team. I do think it's a pretty big nick on this for me. But like,
Mm-hmm.
this team's nasty. It's gonna be so hard to deal with.
It
It's
is
like
going to be annoying. I
like
think it's a very well drafted team in general.
yeah, top 7 plus a freaking round 11 Theraform that somehow I don't know how that happened, but that's a really nice find. Round 11 Theraform. That thing goes like round 3 or 4 sometimes.
Yeah. Can we talk for 1 minute on how Electrode doesn't get spin? It's a literal ball. I don't think we need to talk about it for a minute. It's just
I
game
think we
freaking.
can talk about it for 10 seconds. Electro doesn't get spin. Moving on.
Yeah, like sure, Gareth. Thanks for pointing that out.
I do want to talk about Terras real quick on orange teams. I think he did a really good job with these. I mean, I didn't look at these super cool sites like I had glanced at them earlier, but like Terra Fairy Lunala is gross. That's like Terra Fairy Lunala is so insane. By the way, it's so insane.
Yeah.
You have
Mhm.
stab on your Moonblast, and you're a good typing now, and you have Shadow Shields. Like, what the fuck?
It is disgusting. Dark Pow is Dark Pow.
Dark Pow's it's really hard. Water Fairy Form, of course, great. Steel Garchomp, I've used that in Ubers before. It's really solid. Fairy P2. There are things that probably aren't tearing.
Mhm.
I could maybe have seen Gyarados being like ground or something, but I get Steel, because Steel's just a good defensive type of Intimidate. But I just wanted to highlight the Terras on like the really strong mons, because I think those are going to be really big for him. I think you get Terra Lunala like 80% of your games because it's broken, but like having the option of Terra Chiampao to break through something really easily, or Terra Garchomp or Ferrothorn to like whiff a specific hit and kill back with something, say with P2, are all really, really good. I'm a big fan of the Terras. I think the Terras really round out this team well.
Yeah, I like this team.
I'm a huge fan of this. I really enjoy it. Outside the removal, I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I think this is probably an A.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, I think I would put it above. I think Raul was the big point. I think I would put that above Raul for now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see. On to Johan.
We have Wild Plume. Of course he does.
Yeah. Yep. On to Johan here. We have a. This was such a weird one to evaluate for me. It was such a weird one to evaluate. Like the start is nasty. Palkia, Lucario, Arceus, Stark. Like what the fuck? That offense is gross. And Spectre is like not bad on top of it, but you do punish the Spectre checks really well.
Don't forget they are still the only A plus spot. I mean, our teams are good. I'm sorry, Shade. Like we drafted good.
I'm sorry, I'm good at drafting, and that's why I wanted to do PRs because I know what I'm talking about.
Anyway, so I think if removing Spectrier, I really like this team. I just don't like Spectrier at all. I hate Spectrier so much. It's such a fraud.
Spectre's a weird one, but I think it fits really well on here is the big thing.
I guess. Your only fairy being Morgrim's also kind of sad. Especially with like you have like Palkia being there, you really do want a dragon switch in.
I mean, Bronzong's a pretty damn good dragon switch. It's pretty fat. Most of them can't. If you run the right ability, it's pretty tough to break through unless you're it's like specifically Giratina.
I guess.
I mean, but it was a bit early on Bronzong, but I kind of get it because it's a really good price for it. I will say like it feels like your top 5 in Cinderace are like your only mons that you all reliably bringing. Like if you're bringing Standing Shocks as a hazard bot, but you don't really want to drop anything for the hazard box. You're bringing Quivor as a Stone Axe bot, but again, you don't really want to drop it. But I can see having use cases here. I think this team is a bit water weak outside Palkia, so I kind of get it.
While Plims comes against me, I can see that.
Like it's probably coming in the Kyogre matchup and stuff like that, in the Arc Water matchups. I can see it. I guess in Tim on Raptor School, like I don't think it's gonna break anything, like with boost with attacks in this format, but like
I think its HP is too low to just like reliably Gambit.
and Brave
Ubers
Bird's
like
just
that.
not gonna do enough.
Yeah.
I do like the Morgan pick. I think this team really appreciates the screens. Lucario is so frightening under screens. So is Arceus Dark to a similar. Arceus Dark doesn't need as much, but it's really frightening under screens. I feel like you could run screen shocks a lot, or even screens boom. Like Bronzong seems decent. Like gain Bronzong something, get your screens up, boom, gain Lucario, click Swords Dance or Nasty Pot, and just like kill everything. That seems like a pretty solid game plan.
Yeah, I can see that. See him doing that.
I know, just this team just feels really underwhelming once you get past the top 5 in Cinderace, which is frustrating.
Yeah. Because I feel like he's just beholden to loading those five and like one of Cinderella's shocks or cleaver whenever he like needs whatever.
Maybe Vileplume, yeah.
Maybe Vileplume,
Absolutely.
but like I don't see the bottom three coming a lot.
Yeah, I mean, Dupeter's a web setter. It's not coming, but it's a web setter, sure. It makes people want to run boots or defog or something.
I guess, yeah.
But I know, it's like, I love the start so much. It started so fucking good. That top three is disgusting, and it just wasn't rounded out very well. I still think he might win games off the power of those top three plus Bronzong. Like, that's.
Yeah,
Like,
I
some teams
agree.
just love the means to check Palkia, Origin, Mega Lucario, Arceus, Dark. It's just, that's a really disgusting core.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just it's a weird hyper offense version, and like it's gonna need to out offense because this team is not outlasting anything.
I agree. I think it'll be like B for me.
Yeah, I think B is fine for it. Like it has good things about it, but it has some pretty notable flaws as well.
Yeah.
Okay, into the back half. Let's move on to Ani, and because he has a different name, they give him his logo. I gave him a generic Mega Blastoise picture because it's funny. Anyway,
Him not having Mega Blastoise on that team sucks, by the way. Like, why
yeah,
change your
facts.
team?
Why did you? Well, I think Mega Blastoise went like super early, but
Yeah, why not draft Mega Blastoise? I mean,
I'm pretty sure it went like round three, so I kind of get it, but still. It's starting on the team. Mewtwo Arceus fighting, fantastic offensive pairing. Not much more
yeah,
to deal with them. And Dragapult also is really nice to punch all the bulky psychics that can deal with them. Like Terra goes Dragapult, even in Ubers, that's gonna fucking hurt with like
yeah.
Terra Blast.
He took Mega Blastoise and then changed it. Why? Did he really want Mega Electros that bad?
I think he took it, then switched it to Blastoise, thinking it would come back. I think that he was like, I think he was like, Zapdos is more likely to get sniped.
I guess that makes sense.
I kind of get it, and then it got taken. So like, I guess it would have been cooler if he took the Mega Blastoise, but I get the reasoning that like, oh, Zapdos is more likely to go, which I don't know if that's true, but I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I really like most of the non-Ubers here, honestly. I think Zapdos, Iron Treads, Petron, Blastoise, Snorlax, Olenixes all serve really good purposes.
Yeah, I
Mewtwo
love
behind
Travis.
Veil.
Travis
Mewtwo
is like,
behind yeah. Mewtwo behind Veil is gonna be fucking gross. That's really fucking scary.
yeah, I agree.
I'm not really sure what Eel is providing here, because you're Zapdos, but like maybe he'll come and do something.
I think he really wanted to try it out, which is a fair thing, I guess.
That's a fair reason, yeah. Especially if like your top 9 is good, that you're not gonna be bringing the Megas too often. You might as well just pick one that would be fun.
Yeah,
Spidops, your team's so fast, you didn't need webs. Like, I know it's just Spidops, it doesn't freaking matter, but like, I don't know, I feel like Maze, I mean, make sure tier 5 doesn't fucking matter. Wochi and I like a lot here. I think his defensive profile actually really complements this team well. Like, with the Ghost Resist, if Snorlax is a bad matchup, being a decent Psychic check, because like, you don't have the best Psychic checks.
yeah,
Decent
and being
into
a
bars and grounds. Like, I think Wochigan is going to come a few games. I think it will do stuff. I think Wochigan is kind of better in Ubers than Standard because the types it resists are much more common here.
mm-hmm.
Like Ghost, like Psychic, like Water are all very, very dangerous and very spammable.
Yeah,
I think it was a really solid way to round it out.
yeah, I like his team.
I like this a lot, yeah. I know, I guess, like, Treving, I guess maybe your hazard saying isn't the best. Like, it's just treads. I'm not counting Spidops, especially I like Spidops. I'm not counting it here. And I guess, like, Rocks, Arceus fighting. But honestly, I think if a team can afford to not have the best hazard, I think this might be it because Mewtwo with Nasty Bot and Dragon Ball Terra Ghost, like, those things are picking up the Okos anyway. You don't necessarily need the hazards to get those kills.
You don't really need them. Like, it's cool to have, but I guess you can do fine without hazard.
Yeah, like, obviously, I think it would be better if you had hazard available, but like, it's not there. That means like stuff like Reshiram or like Kieran White will not be wearing boots, and that's kind of scary. But like, I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, I think he'll be able to do it.
I will say those matchups look really freaking bad. Reshiram and Kieran White into this, but those are just a couple mons, so yeah.
Yeah, and who knows? We might not even be facing them.
Yeah, there's only like a 50% chance. So yep. Yeah, I want to do his Terras. I was kind of curious to see where you go with this. Most of these are pretty basic. I like Terra Poison Whiskey, and I think that really fits it, and that's good to work. Terra Fairy Mewtwo is interesting. I mean, you can run Terra Boss if you want. I know. I feel like maybe firefighting will be better, but it's not bad. Terra Ghost Polt, obviously, and nothing else really matters. You're only terroring your Mewtwo or your Polt here, really.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
those two are like really gross with Terra.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think this is a really good team. Like, maybe it could use some more like rockers. Better than that, like it's fantastic.
Yeah, I would put it in like probably either A or A plus.
I think I would. Do we think it's better than Orange team? Is the question.
Um, I personally do think it is better than on Steam.
The tough sell for me, but I can see it. Like, I think these two are really, really freaking close.
Yeah.
I think I can see an argument to put. Personally, I put Ani a bit lower, but I think I can see an argument to put him like just above Orin.
Yeah, the only reason I would put Ani's team over On is that On has more Pokemon that need removal, and he doesn't really have that much removal. Meanwhile, Ani's team doesn't really care for it, like as in the sense that, yeah,
Yeah, I agree with that.
yeah,
I do think, for the record, I think Ani and Orin are both very close to A plus, and we might move them up later because like they're two
yeah,
very, very good teams.
I agree.
All right, let's on to pick 10, which is I believe Demons. Oh yeah, Demons of the Zacian team. And
Yeah,
I will say Zacian, I don't think it's a great Uber. I think it's fine, but like it requires some good support to work. It doesn't have that here because I think you have a grand total of three Pokemon knockoff, which are Necrozma, Dawnwings, Kamala, and Domize. And you really need to get rid of helmets for Zacian to do anything.
I really, really, really do not like this team at all.
Oh yeah, I mean I agree. I'm really not happy at this, but
Yeah, I mean, like sure you have Zardwai, but like your removal for Zardwai is Telmize and Komala, which like both of them suck.
yeah, I guess you can run Defog Will again or Roam, but you don't really want to. Personally, oh right, Mano does get knocked. I'm stupid. Yeah, Mano gets knocked. I guess that helps a little bit, but it's also you bring a Mano to an Uber's game, so
I
um,
guess Matt can come to Uber's game really. Really, I mean, he does have two Ubers, but they're
Mano
both
can
almost.
come, and it probably has to come, which you don't want it to come every game, but you probably have to. I do like Necron here, which is weird because like I will say first off, this Necron was super overpriced. Putting in the same tier as Lunala was crazy. I think Lunala was underpriced to start with. I think Lunala should have been a 280, and I think Necron's only should have been only 220. So having to spend those extra points on this thing does really suck, but like it does fit pretty well here. Like if you're gonna get second Uber, Necron's always a pretty good one for this team. Yeah, the sun mode is just so weird. Like
Like
I
it just
get
feels out of place here.
doesn't really make sense. It feels like you took Walking Wake because like you just wanted a strong special attacker, and you took Zarbai to support it, and you kind of just ran with the Sun thing, which I feel like Zard Y Walking Wake isn't terrible pairing, but I feel like grabbing this doing Willigan didn't really help your case. Then you have Shifu, which kind of just does the same thing as Willigan, except it doesn't require the Sun.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really get Lilligant and Urshifu together. I would have just stayed at Urshifu, like not drafted Lilligant and just like probably a better Pokemon in general.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I feel like just some priorities were not adequately evaluated here. Like Celesteela at round 2 is rough. Manos round 3 is really rough. Like because he wanted it and then realized, yeah, fair enough. Oh, there's a thread. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get that if you get one with Heat Sun. Honestly, I would have rather gotten like Ninetales than Megazord Y.
Yeah. I would have also liked Ninetales more.
Because also Ninetales like Fraying Steel types, it can baton pass into Zacian. Like it can also Healing Wish to Zacian, which is huge. I think Ninetales would have just like been better than Mega Charizard Y in every way here because Healing Wish into Zacian actually sounds fucking disgusting. Yes, it doesn't get Intrepid Sword again, but like you heal off all the damage you're taking from the Rocky helmets that you're failing to knock off.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't really. I'm not a fan of this team,
I'm not
and
either. I think it just
not
feels
just because
slapped.
he took a wake, but
It feels slapped together. It doesn't feel like there's much. I get there is thoughts here, but I don't think it just the synergy is not great.
yeah,
Like I think you mostly have good mons. I think like the top three are solid. Walking Megazord Wire are okay. Screamtail or Sheep are fine. Necros was obviously good. It's not 260 good, but it's good. But it just doesn't. It doesn't have the damage outplay is the thing I'm trying to get to, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, yeah, because you have the breakers, but you don't have the cleaners. I don't know. I think this one's really nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it's gonna be towards the bottom, but because we have Box in D, do we think it's better or worse than Box's team?
Oh, I definitely think it's worse than Boxer's team.
Yeah, I think I do have to agree on that. So I guess it's either in D below a box or in D minus. Honestly, I feel kind of mean, but I feel like I wanted to put in D minus.
Yeah, I agree.
That feels a little mean, but I think it's just where it is.
Yeah. Next up is Wombo.
We have Wombo, and this is a really interesting one. Round 3 Ditto is insane, but it is better in Ubers.
It is Uber, so like I get that.
I'll be honest. When I was going through the draft, I didn't love this team. When we were I was doing the pick by pick. I was like, Zekrom's good, Mega Ranger's good, Deals are always fine. Corbinite's great. I was kind of salty to use Nightmare Corbinite. I really wanted that Corbinite. Like Iron Moth is good. Like
It just doesn't feel like an Uber draft. Like he has Zekrom and that's it.
I mean, it didn't, and then he got the Iron Valiant at the end. I think the terrain helps a lot.
Yeah.
I think Mega Raichu X really brought this draft together because Iron Valiant, Iron Moth, and Zekrom all in electric training is disgusting. However, you can't run terrain accelerators. That sucks a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. Like, if I block out, like, the Azelf, the Silvally, and the Gorgeist, all the other ones are pretty solid and, like, reasonable to take in this form. And Dolphin kind of sucks, but you do what you gotta do.
Yeah, true. I agree.
Yeah, I don't know, oh, wait, what's... Oh, yeah, Rockers are Azelf and Donphan. Donphan can do that, but Donphan also, I mean, you don't really need to spin on Donphan because your Corbin is a really good defogger.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't hate it. It's just like it just feels a little underwhelming in the sense because again, it is Ubers at the end of the day, and if your Raichu gets sniped, you're done. Like
I do agree. I think it's a little underpowered. I think this team has the potential to steamroll games for sure,
yeah,
but it also has the potential to get steamrolled itself.
that is true.
It's very feast or famine. And
I
like
agree.
honestly, like you could say like Vaporeon, Donphan, Corbin saying okay, defensive course, sure, but you don't want like this team is so offensively oriented, you don't want to bring more than one or two defensive mons at a time, and your defensive pieces can't really cover what all you need them to do in 2 mons. Maybe like Corviknight was a specific Salve ally type in certain matchups, but that's easier said than done.
Yeah,
Like I like this team. I think it's really cool. I just don't think it's amazing.
I agree.
Yeah, there's not too much to say. Like a lot of the monsters kind of just do one thing. Like I do like the Iron Moth pick. I think breaking down grasses for Zekrom and Greninja is nice, but I guess Greninja has Protean. Oh, I was thinking about it's Protean, so it's freaking matter. It's like it's an okay team.
Yeah, it's okay. Like I would put it probably like um over Dawn's.
Yeah, I would agree. I definitely think it's better than Nuns. I could see me in B. I think it's similar to Johan. Johan was A, right? I think. Like they're both kind of feast or famine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we need to check the Terra zones. That could actually change a lot now I'm thinking about it. Good point in chat. Terra
It's
Zekrom is kind of gross, I will admit. In
yeah.
terrain, like nothing's taking actually have a ground type. Terra Grass Moth is really good. Terra Fighting Core, Terra Fairy Valiant in terrain is disgusting. I think they help a little bit. I don't know if I love the Terra Electric on Zekrom, I'll be honest.
I think if you get rid of your ground, if like opponent's ground, it's a nuke. It's just nuking everything, which is good. Which is kind of
Yeah, I
what
think it's
really
good. I
needs
don't
to
know
do.
if it's the best choice, but I think it's. Oh, I should be on 11, not 10. Yeah, I don't think it's the best choice, but I think it's not terrible either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is pretty much the epitome of like a high C, low B team. I kind of lean towards low B if I'm going to be honest. I think it's pretty similar to Johan's, maybe a little worse.
Yeah. I agree with her.
Yeah, let's put that there for now. Like, let's get on to Big 12 Pokemon. I remember this team being really good from when I looked at it. Yeah, this team is nasty. This team is so gross. You have Arceus Poison, you well supported it. Like, GD, this Arceus Poison is disgusting.
Oh yeah, this team is gross.
You have Arceus
You
Poison, you have Kyurem White and Meowscarada to remove the ground types for Cancer Raichu.
yeah, you just click fucking Zap Cannon.
And then if you can't Zap Cannon something, you click Sing, and then you go into Cresselia and start singing up on it, or go into Arceus Poison and start Calm Minding. It's like, what do they do?
Yeah, and then you also have a reliable Trick Room option with Cressa and Kofa with Rhyperior, which is
And
good.
Mellow, yeah. I don't think you necessarily need to do that. Now, it's cool, I guess. I feel like more often than not, those monsters just going to be bringing them as tanks to take a hit and deal damage back. I don't think you need to run Trick Room for them to be effective on this team.
Yeah, I mean you don't need to, but you can because you also have Melmetal technically. So
Yeah, Mellow is pretty scary. Your rockers are up here in Miltank. I do think that's a bit unfortunate because Kyurem White is, even with the 170 special attack, outside Dracomir is not really an Oko, but its ice moves aren't really picking up because it's Dracomir's, dude. It's Dracomir's disgusting, but that's something.
yeah,
Team doesn't love opposing steel types.
yeah, your best answer is Rotom, which like
Yeah,
sure I
Roll
guess.
Heat is fine, but you don't want to be bringing every game. Keldeo can break through them, which isn't terrible. But like overall, it seems really good. I like Forges on his team. I like a Wish Passer that gets it into your bulk like Melmetal in Rhyperior. I really
Yeah,
like because I think picking up the defogging Wish Passer was honestly the best thing you could have done because it can defog and they can Wish Pass into Kyurem White and get a ton of health back on that. It's really nice. Yes, Kyurem White gets Roost, but it doesn't ever want to click Roost.
yeah. You really just want to run like specs on it.
Yeah, I like the what was I gonna say? Yeah, I use Fanus. I think everything is flows real well here. Every Pokemon here is bringable to pretty much any game, which is great. I think getting Kovac and Rhyperior to tier 5s does that because those are two like really good I don't remember Kovac's tier 5, maybe tier 4, but
I think it's
Rhyperior
here.
was Rhyperior was one of the best tier 5s on the board that I was staking out at the start of the draft. Like I think getting such a good modular tier 5 is kind of crazy. Meow's obviously great. Like they're just a fantastic team. Like I don't see many things I would dislike about it.
Yeah, I would probably put it in A plus.
I think there's definitely an A plus team. I guess we can compare tires real quick. Let's see. Like to yours. Well, first thing I want to put yours above mine. No more I'm thinking about. I think yours is better than mine, so I'm gonna do that swap real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's between Pokemans and mine. Personal, it's tough because like I feel like my top is stronger than Pokemans, but my bottom is dog shit. I just don't know how much we need to weigh that in.
I
Because
guess
like,
I
does it
mean
really matter?
he does have more team versatility than you do
I
in the
agree.
sense that sense because like he has more options than you do.
He definitely has more flexibility. I feel like his team is a little less on the threat level as well. The things I like. It's
Yeah,
still very frightening, but I feel like compared to mine, it's a little worse. But honestly, his team's really good. I think I am gonna put his team above my team. Honestly, I think I'm not sure if it's better than mine, but I think it's really freaking close. I can see arguments for it to be better than mine, so I'm gonna put his up above mine for now.
I would agree.
Yeah, I think his team is really really good. Why did I? Oh, did I change the name? Why did I change? One second. Why did I type? What the? Oh, I typed. Let me just fix that real quick. You
What
are.
happened?
I typed Decky instead of pick 15 on that one. I was like, what? Okay, moving on. No one saw anything. Anyway, pick 13, we have Jay with a really interesting team because he has 4 low tier Ubers, which is an interesting strategy. I will say I like this team quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you had something more frightening, though. That's my one issue. Is like you don't have that thing that's like really scary. You have a bunch of things that are kind of scary, but like they all have pretty clear defined counterplay.
Yeah, I just don't like Magikarna at all. I just feel like it's a cheap Pokemon.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Magearna. Every time I've used it, everyone enjoyed it, but yeah, I think it's not bad on this team per se because you have really strong offense around it. You have really good breakers. I mean, Lando, Hisuian, Arcanine, Mega Stormy do hit really fucking hard. So we have
Yeah,
winning sets, and you do appreciate the bulk from Magearna too here. But I know something just feels. We've used the word underwhelming a few times. I think that applies here because even with 4 Ubers, none of them are like blowing me away.
yeah, I agree. I would have liked again another team that could have really used a wish passer here with Magiana.
Oh yeah, absolutely. McGurnan gets worn down really quickly, especially if you're using a more defensive role, which with Canada's team I think is not unlikely to happen.
Yeah.
I will say though, I like the Annihilate pairing because I think Annihilate, like McGurnan is a pretty good spiker if you want it to be. So Annihilate can help keep those up. Vikavolt was super early, but like sure, if you wanted webs, this team really appreciates webs because it is a little slow. Like you have a couple months at one training on the Gano, but by Uber standards, it seems pretty slow. If I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
Everything webs are nice. Mandiba's round 9 is crazy, by the way. I don't know how he got round 9 Mandibas. That's a really solid pickup.
Yeah, I really like Mandibas and Ubers.
Yeah, it's fantastic. This team was really Ghost Week, and Mandiba's completely just doesn't give a shit about them.
Yeah.
Also, Psychic Week outside Magurna does the same thing. Getting Arceus Grass round 8 is also really nice. I think Arceus Grass is a really good fit here.
Mm-hmm.
I need another way to break down waters, and like Vikavolt exists, but you don't want to be doing that. So Arceus Grass is really good for that. Yeah, I like this. I don't think it's amazing. The bottom three are never coming to a game, but like maybe Buffon, but probably not.
Yeah, I think it's a solid team.
Yeah, I think like it's lacking that burst potential, but like in a good like if he can drag out the game a little. I don't think this team wants to play like 50-turn games, but this team wants to play like 30-turn games. It wants to get its footing and then start slamming things really hard. I think it's able to do that pretty well.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, do you think this A? I think this is high B. It could be low A, but I think it's high B because like it's good, but it's not like amazing.
Yeah,
Is
probably
there?
like around Johan's team.
Yeah, I think this is another one that could move up eventually, but I think this for now we'll put it there. Okay, let's get into pick 14, which is
Zippy.
yeah, Zippy. We have the Ur Guillotine here, and this is an interesting team. Two Ubers, Guillotine Origin, Arceus Rock. I don't know if I love that, but Mega Wop is a really good mon, so I kind of get taking that round 2 in this format, especially with Swords Dance.
Mm-hmm.
But the team kind of falls off really hard, really quickly.
Yeah, I would agree. Like, what is Coco doing here?
I mean, Coco's okay. I don't mind Coco. I feel like the Torn is more of an odd man out than the Coco, honestly.
Yeah, I think he went for like higher T1s rather than picking up on Ubers, which I guess
I
might
love
have
that
been.
strategy, unfortunately.
Again, it might have been a good strategy had the top tier T1s been like amazing, but Ton and Coco are just a little underwhelming.
I know. I disagree on Coco. I think Coco's quite solid in Ubers. The natural speed, the stall breaking, the decent power. I think Coco's quite solid. I think Torn is kind of ass though, so I do agree that Torn, in this format specifically, because people always say Torn's bad in standard. Shut up, you're stupid. But in this format, yeah, it's kind of bad.
Oh, Ton is amazing in standard.
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
if anybody says it's ass in standard, they're wrong.
But yeah, I feel like you only have 3 mons that want to come every game, which is Giratina, Megalop, Arceus Rock, and you're having to finagle and maybe Coco could come. I can see Coco coming every game, so maybe that's 4, but then you have to choose from these kind of subpar options for your last 2 slots, and like none of them really do what you want. None of them are like super great into specific Ubers or anything into specific matchups.
Yeah,
Yeah. Your
I
rock,
agree.
I also really hate Crocodile and Ubers. I think combining your ground and your dark type is really difficult to pull off.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's just like all the things you want to check will have ways to slam you with coverage, and then you're just dead because it's not that bulky.
Intermediate can only take you so far.
Exactly. And when things are this strong, Intimidate just doesn't do enough. With your natural bulk is kind of middling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like dual Intimidate's cool. I like the idea of Crook Arcanine. And I do like Arceus Rock here. I think that's a very good Arceus choice to pair with Mega Hoppany. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
But I know this team it's so mid. It's just so mid.
It is a little mid.
Yeah, I think it's tough to be mid in a format like this because when everything's so high powered.
Yeah. I think you're right.
Unfortunately, I think this might be a D team, like a high D. But I think this might be a D team.
I would agree. I think it is better than Demon's team, but not by much.
I think it's better than Box's team too. I think it's a D team.
Yeah.
I would say. Also, if we've got we've got to check Charles on the last one. I kind of want. What was the previous person was Pokemon? Not Pokemon. It was 13.
It was Jay.
It was who? Oh, Jay. Yeah, Jay's team. I thought his territories were very good. Like Fairy, Warmag, Dragon the Gales, and Nuke. I forgot to mention that his team. I think his team did a really good job on Terrace.
Yeah.
And then we are now on. I know. Where's Zippy? Terra Poison Guillotine Origin with Terra Poison Giratina Origin with Levitate's really gross, I will say.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
The rest of these aren't really great though. Yeah, I think there's a D team. Like, I don't think it's a bad team. I just think like in this context, it's rough.
I agree.
Okay, let's get on
I,
to
I, I agree with that.
pick 15, which is Decky. This was a really interesting team to evaluate because on paper it looks really cool.
Oh, he has the right to counter.
He does have the right you counter, yeah.
No, I really do like Rayquaza and Arceus Steel as a pairing in general.
Agreed.
I think Dragonfang and Steel is like a really good pairing to have, and they really fit well together. Mega Blastoise is obviously like if it gets a Shell Smash off, it can be disgusting.
Yeah, it gets Shell Smash off. It's scary. Mew's a good fit here. This team really appreciates all the utility Mew and Gliscor bring for sure.
Yeah, I think Darkrai is probably better in Ubers than it is in Standards, in my opinion.
I absolutely agree.
I just don't like it in Standards at all. But I think in Ubers it can pull off stuff.
It has four types of stats you can spread with 125 speed. It has Taunt. It has like decently Dark Pulse. Dark's pretty good in Ubers.
Yeah, Klefki is good because it can support really well. It's a good emergency check to a lot of shit.
And
it checks
Gareth mentions with like T-Wave and screens on Klefki answers mirror herb stuff, which I do agree. I think this team actually does kind of deal with mirror herb stuff. These only because you have priority from Ray and you have Klefki Prankster stuff, so that's good. If you do get a turn wrong with Blastoise.
Yeah. Won't be the end of the world. So yeah, I do like this team a lot. I think Tauros and Typhlosion are just like you can ignore those.
Yeah, I don't think those really matter. I could see Typhlosion maybe coming if a team is extremely fire weak. I don't think it will though. Yeah. Tauros doesn't matter. Tauros is just here to build a speed gap, which I wouldn't even respect the Tauros, I'll be honest.
Yeah, true. I agree.
But yeah, this team's really good. I will say your removal is a bit suspect because you really don't want to be running spin on Blastoise and Ubers. Like, that's kind of wasting your Blastoise.
Yeah, and
so it's kind of Mew, Gliscor, Klefki, none of which want to click Defog. Like, obviously they can't. Arceus Steel isn't a bad defogger. And honestly, I don't mind using Arceus Steel defensively on here. I think it's pretty good at that. So maybe that's the plan, is to defog of Arceus Steel. If so, like, I can see that working for sure.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I really like to see. I think it's very well constructed. I think every Pokemon except like maybe Tauros and kind of Typhlosion serves a purpose. Even the Galarian and Slowbro like kind of makes sense here because your team's a little fighting weak.
Yeah.
Not like super fighting weak because you have like Gliscor and Mew. It helps in certain matchups. Like something Mega Lucario, for example, is probably a matchup where you might want to consider it.
True. I agree. I really like this team.
I'm a big fan of this, yeah. I definitely think this is an A tier, I think.
Yeah, I would put it in A.
So I think we're in A. I don't think it's better than Orange, I'll be honest. I think Orange team is better than this, but
Orange team is disgusting, yes.
But I think it's a bit better than Raoul's, honestly.
Yeah. I can see that.
So we can put it here, above the cool ass Vaporeon. I love that logo stuff. Anyway, to our last for Bolt Strike, we have Aaron. This is another team that I really enjoy. I think it's really well structured. It has a very clear game plan. Like, get up your hazards with Tinglu, just sit and be fat and annoying with Uxie, Aloe, Moltres, Gloking, make progress with strong U-turns from Jessic to Mineshadow, gain Fluttermane and Arceus Electric to click their buttons and win the game. And like, with a clear game plan, this team executes it really well too.
Yeah, I just think you're a little too reliant on Tinglu to take like Dracos. Because I mean, sure, you can technically just use Flutter, but like if you get that play wrong, you're just like dead. Uh,
Yeah, you
like
probably have to run AV Gloking a lot here.
yeah, like you're kind of soft to like Kieran White, for example, with this team.
Yeah, agreed. Like I guess like Glorious Gloking does take like Earth Powers decently with like an AV, but still not
Yeah,
the best. I do like this a lot. It's kind of I'm trying to think of what to say because this a really it's not a weird team, but it's such a linear team. It's kind of I'm trying to like look at it. The bottom three don't matter. I guess Bishop can maybe come, Mega Subtile can maybe come, PC isn't coming.
yeah, I agree. PC is just so bad.
But like this team can definitely outlast I think most teams in this division for sure.
Yeah, this triple region is disgusting.
Yeah, the regen here, I think honestly, I feel like one of the problems might be he has too many months he wants to bring, which sounds weird, but I feel like whatever you leave behind from this team is going to open up holes. Is my one problem. It's,
Yeah, I can see.
I guess it's like an oh my steak is too juicy, my lobster is too buttery problems. Like it's not that big a deal, but like I can see matchups where you're really having trouble figuring out which six to bring and what to and how to handle everything.
Yeah,
But overall, I mean, I know that we're going through this one really fast, but like what is there to say about this one? It's a very obvious, like, super fat balance. It's just really good at it. Do want to
yeah,
see
I
his?
agree.
I want to see his Terras on Aaron. Let's stick with Aaron's Terras. I actually didn't look at Deckies, but Deckies were pretty. Yeah, I guess like Terra normal Rayquaza was like the one cool thing on Deckies. That's a very good one, so I get it.
Mhm.
Aaron, I believe is no, Aaron's on the left, down here. So yeah, Terra Ghosting was good. Terra Dragon Owl was really gross. Terra Fairy Farming is honestly, I think that was the only viable Terra. Not because it's not viable or Terras normally, but I think you have to because your team needs the nuke potential, and Terra Fairy Farming does that.
Yeah,
But yeah, this team's fantastic. I think it's really gross, and I think of the like bulkier teams in the division, I think it's probably the best like pure, like really bulky team.
yeah, I like this team. I would probably use it.
I agree. I think this might be an A plus.
Yeah,
I think I'll be honest. I know I think it's worse than mine just because it doesn't have that raw threat level, but I think it's still really freaking good.
yeah, I do. I think I do like your team better, but I would definitely put it in A plus because I do like it more than Onion on.
Yeah, I know we left S open. S was like for me was like a team has to be almost nearly perfect. The only team I think comes close to that is maybe yours, but even then I think there's a couple nitpicks that like put down
Yeah,
to
no,
A plus.
I don't think I don't think I can handle the pressure of being S.
Fair enough, yeah. So this is our power rankings for Bolt Strike. As we want to Fusion Bolt on the air tiers, and then we'll combine them at the end. But this is where we got so far. Yeah, we got 4 teams A plus, 4 teams in A, 3 in B, 2 in C, 2 in D, and unfortunately 1 in D minus. So guess let me switch tier lists and we'll go over to Fusion Bolt.
Yeah, give
And
me
then I
a
have
minute.
to
I'll be back in a minute.
yeah, that's fine. And I have to do that. Wait, it's fine. And I need to hide these anyway. So nope, no, did not want to do that. You guys are watching live editing. There we go. Cool. So we'll wait a minute for Stark to get back. But yep. And then I'm gonna switch to Team One again. Live editing. Woo. So hope y'all are enjoying so far. We'll probably reevaluate some rankings at the end when we combine the tier lists. But I think that's a solid start. Yeah. Let's see what we got. Let me see. Yeah. I am saying, looking at this as start, we aren't evaluating it, but it does look. This team looks pretty solid to me. But I'll wait to do analysis until Sark's ready when he's back. People talking Jero.
Okay, I am back.
Okay, let's get on Fusion Bolt. So start from the top again. So here we have Revan with this team, which Marshadow Chiam Pao is a gross start, I will say.
It is a gross score. I agree. Uh, Naga is also fine, I guess. It just feels like it's missing something. Like I can't pinpoint what it's missing, but it just feels like it's missing something.
Yeah, the top four is nasty. Like top four is going to be disgusting to deal with, but it feels like it's lacking that backbone that you really want a lot of the time. This team will
Yeah,
need to win hyper offense games, and while it can do that, I don't know if it will be. It's easier said than done with this team because you don't even like have
yeah,
anything you can pivot into really. Like all your
yeah.
stuff gets 2 KO'd by everything.
I agree.
Yeah, like Rotom, Heat, and Poleon, they're fine, and especially in standard, they're both good. But like, they just don't take the hits well. Weiwei's kind of interesting. I get it. Like, it's a good offensive piece, but also you're turning off Marshadow, Shadow Sneak, and Champao, Ice Shard, and Sucker Punch, which could be really bad. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't love the Weiwei. I don't hate the Weiwei for Darker. I think it's okay here, but I
yeah,
don't.
and also like, you have two offensive fairies now. Like I get it, but again, it's two offensive fairies. Like I would have preferred a more defensive one at least.
Absolutely, I feel like something like even like a Clefable or something would actually be a really good fit here because it's bulky. It is 2KO with some things, but it still has the bulk to like not be 2KO with everything, and it can teleport into your frail offense.
Yeah,
Like you have slow momentum with like Flip Turn and Poleon, U Turn Serena, Savala and Gerald. Like you have some decent slow momentum to gain your breakers, but the problem is how it's gonna be hard to gain the slow momentum to click the button because it's like probably gonna die.
yeah, I agree.
I don't know. I don't hate this. Like I think it definitely has some really good positives, but I think it has some pretty glaring negatives as well.
True, I agree.
Yeah, let's pull up Terra's and we switch to your doc now. Brevin, I'm not gonna know which side people are on because I wasn't in this division, so we. Oh, let me. There we go. So we've got Terra Electric Champ House interesting. Personally, I think a stab was better. And Terra Drying Naga and Weiwei to like break makes sense. Yeah, pretty basic stuff there. I
Yeah,
think this is kind of the epitome of like a B or a C team, kind of leaning high C.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so let's Revin's ground on, so we'll put him in C for now. Okay. Now pick 2, we have Primal Kyogre again. We have Joey, who unfortunately I think someone mentioned you mentioned this in I don't remember if you just this, but it feels like he did not realize Primal Kyogre's rain does not stay up while it leaves the field.
That that is exactly what I was thinking. Like this entire time, seeing his draft, I was like, does he know it's not a permanent rain?
I think he figured it out eventually, but
Yeah, and I
with no
feel like at
transaction,
that
it was a
point,
bit late to salvage it. Like you
yeah,
have triple steals, and like they're all good steals, but and also this is rough. Because I
it's
think this team has positives too.
yeah, it's really rough. Like I don't know what he was thinking, but I like he picked Primal Kyogre and then he went for Dawn and then he got Pharaoh, which was nice. And then he got Arch for some reason, which like I was like, what is this adding to this team?
Yeah. And then Golden Go. I think the first 3 are fine, even without the rain mode. Like I think round 220 is kind of insane, but fair enough.
Yeah,
And then you got like round 9 Deoxys normal, which I do think is a good fit here.
yeah,
I don't know, like I just don't get a lot of the picks. And I think this is genuinely just like I think just a didn't know it's not rain. Like it's not the same as regular rain, which is unfortunate.
I agree.
I will say Rabambi's webs are probably gonna come up a lot because Glamora and Kyogre both love webs and Golden Go blocking them, so I definitely think Rabambi's gonna come pretty frequently. It also
Hmm.
like stops Scarfers from revenging Dio, which is nice because a lot like 150 is good, but like there's a lot of Scarfers that can outspeed that. So
Yeah,
I think this is kind of more a webs team than a rain team, and that's not like terrible.
I agree.
Yeah, I know it's there's not too much to say here. It's just like a lack of knowledge, which is unfortunate.
I agree. I think maybe somebody should have told him earlier. Maybe I don't know, but again,
Yeah.
we wouldn't expect to like tell people
Yeah,
that.
those
So
first 3, like they look like rain, but they don't force rain, whereas our Archaludon kind of does.
yeah, I
Um,
agree.
I don't think this is like unusable though. I think this is still like playable for sure.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, we can definitely make this work.
I think it's
I do
still a
want to see
D,
how
but like
Glimmer plays
I think for
because
a D, it's not a bad D, but I think it is a D.
yeah, I agree.
Like it's really close to the line though. I will say on C and D.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, on to pick 3, which I believe is Gareth, who is, I assume, still, yeah, I guess still here. So, here we have the other division's Terra Lunala team, which I believe is also Terra Fairy. I'm not even. I know it's Terra Fairy. I'm not even going to waste my time. I want to see the other Terra, so I'm not going to waste my time checking that one. Where's Garrett? Yeah, we have like Terra fighting Zama. I feel like that probably should be Steel. I don't think Terra fighting makes a lot of sense. Zama. Terra Grass Rush Ram is gross. Pretty solid, but now for the team itself, I mean the top 4 offensively are gross.
Yeah.
And then grabbing Arceus Grass later because why not? Which is good because you were a bit annoyed by bulky waters.
Yeah, it just felt like that pick kind of felt greedy. But I do think I do really like this team. I love Lunala, of course. I know Gareth loves using Reshiram in Ubers as much as he can, and like I think I've had him in like what 2 Ubers league, and I've seen him draft Reshiram every time.
Ram's a really good fit on this team too. This team supports Rush Ram pretty well.
Yeah.
The one thing you should be running Defog Arceus Grass a lot, but like it can't afford to.
I can see that.
Arceus Grass kind of shines as a support mega anyway. Like it's
I agree.
punishing water types and it's supporting a team of Defog or whatever. Or like Taunt. And that seems really good here. Screamtail Registeel is gross. That's a gross core with Gastron too. Like if Gareth wants to, he can definitely run a really fat team with this if he wants to do that some weeks.
I agree. I also do like Gastro with Reshiram a lot. So
Agreed. I think the Bonfire are kind of irrelevant. I really don't get the Gigliff because like Sand on a team with Lunala is really weird. But like
I think he just wanted like maybe I don't think he needed a tier 5 that bad. Maybe he's just like running like a sturdy explosion kind of thing.
how many points was that? It's like 50. So like I don't know. Sure, you could have done something, but again, that's a minor nitpick. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I don't think it comes to a game. Neither does Rotom Fan, so it'll be
Seeing
fine.
the Rev Room as the poison does kind of make me realize Toxic Space kind of fucked this team up really badly.
Yeah, that kind of makes you either just run boots or just rev up room, which like you.
It's like you don't have. I don't. Maybe Arceus gets Heal Bell, probably does, but
It
like
does not.
Arceus has. Oh nope. Then you have no Cleric on his team.
I mean,
And nothing.
The Screamtail does get heal bell.
Heal Bell doesn't exist in Gen 9, so it doesn't.
Oh yeah, Legit just wanted sand for sun disruption. I feel like probably running like manual weather is better than running Gigalith for that.
I would agree on that, but fair enough. Yeah, I feel like the one issue is Toxapex kind of fucked this team because like everything hates being poisoned. Lunala, Restaurant is not running boots, Zamazenta, Screamtail, Arceus, Gastron, Defensource. None of them all be poisoned to do their job.
Yeah,
But like that's not enough to make this not an A+ team. Those team's fantastic.
yeah, I agree.
I think the Toxapex are the only thing keeping it out of ass if I'm gonna be honest.
I can see that.
This team's really, really good. Be a move up. One second. This team's one of my favorites I've seen.
Shade, if you're getting C-teamed by Gigalith, I think your team has deeper problems.
Yeah, that's a good point. Pick 4, we have here. Here's the Azurius team in our division. So we have Silver. With this is interesting. I didn't see. He got round 9 Arceus Fairy. 1, how? 2, why? And
I didn't even know Arceus Fairy was legal. What?
Wait, it's not. It's not. Oh, I typed in the wrong number. I typed in the wrong name. Which Arceus? It's not legal. That's why I'm being stupid.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like,
One
what?
second. Oh, it's Arceus Fire. One second. Let me fix that.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, my bad. I was like, that's weird. I just typed. I was on my phone. I just typed in Arceus F, and I think I hit enter.
Makes
That's
sense.
better. My bad. Yeah. Well, that's a lot better now.
Yeah.
Another round 3 Ditto. Again, I get it. I don't agree with it, but I get it. Round
It is a
Garchomp. How?
It is a 4 Uber team, so yeah.
4 Uber team plus Garchomp. It was really good. Plus Bundle, which is like not terrible.
Yeah. Minior is unfortunately I know Silver loves Minior, but I don't see it coming to a game. I feel like it's too high risk for too low of a reward.
Yeah, this team feels like an 8-mon team. Like 3 Ubers, Bundle, Overclow, Garchomp, Ditto. And 8-mon teams can work. I don't think it's the best 8-mon team. I think it's pretty solid.
Yeah, I think removal is also again Komala plus Delmice. How did that happen in two divisions that
But
is
it's like,
Delmice
wait,
plus Komala?
if I had nickel for each time I saw Delmice plus Kamala removal a team that needs it.
Yeah, does have RCS fire, so I guess removal would have been better. Plus, you can
Yeah.
just, I mean, you could technically run Boots bundle, but then it's so much weaker.
Yeah, I know. I feel like this team just is lacking in some regards.
Yeah,
Like offensively, it's really point. Defensively, is not. No, it's pretty bad defensively actually.
yeah, he's just playing hyper offense every week, which is like not bad, but
It's not bad hyper offense, but I feel like this team. I don't know. I feel like it doesn't have the oomph to do that because it doesn't have the raw breakers outside Xerneas and kind of Mega Lucario.
I would agree.
Let's see the Terras on this because Terras actually make a big difference here. War bundle obviously helps a lot. Fairy Xerneas is a good breaker, so we're seeing our Silver Trump. So like he's gonna be using his Terras offensively to break things, but it's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty solid. I think it's a high B. I don't think I can justify putting this in A, but I think it's pretty solid.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, high B. Let's we're dark right. Also, my apologies to people if you do have logos. I just couldn't find them. I just typed in the search bar on the server for like the ground, the dark and stuff, and I know them big, so I just couldn't find them. I could not be asked to look for them, so I just typed if they didn't show up in the search bar with an image. I just put in the Pokemon. Sorry, because I had to do 32 of these.
Yeah, I didn't do shit for this, by the way, so just
That's fair.
letting you guys know.
That's fair.
I just woke up and showed up.
Yeah. So pick 5, we have Jed. That is an extremely early Magirno. Like Magirno's a late round 1 at worst.
Dude, I absolutely think Chet did not realize this was an Uber draft at some point. Because, like, what happened here?
I agree. Like, where are your threats? You have Magirna, you have Ogremon Heartflame with Terra, which is really scary. You have Arceus Psychic, which is not a great form, but it's Arceus Psychic is more usable than people give it credit for, but it's not amazing.
Yeah, I do think round 10 Treads is a little crazy.
I don't know how
But
people like this one's so good. How do people let that happen? I don't know.
yeah,
Zera, Goran, Darmante are cool as offensive pieces. Mandibus, Dragouch is actually a really cool defensive core. I think they pair really well together.
yeah, I agree.
I know it's not too much. Like it's just so. What's the rocker here? Treads, and Arceus. I mean, you got gifted a good rocker around 10, so that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's super underwhelming for Ubers.
Yeah, it's like nothing stands out. Literally nothing.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at this, like, what's scary? Ogerpon, I guess. It's like cool. I just feel like this team. It's lacking the defensive. Yes, again, no, it has a decent defensive backbone. Like Magirna, Dragouch, Amandabuzz, and May Vapor has a decent core. But even with like Wish Pass and the healing, I don't think they stand up to the really strong breakers.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it seems like lacks answers to the really strong breakers and lacks answers to the really big fat.
I agree.
This was a standard team. Like if you remove the Arceus Psychic and it's just a standard Lemon team, that would be gross.
100%.
Trying to think where we. I know this is a D. This might be a D.
Yeah, I would 100% put it in D.
Let's pull up Terra's real quick. Jed. Anything interesting? Not terrifying Zeraora, my beloved, because flying gem is legal, so that's funny. I like that.
Yeah.
Wara Magirna, yeah, nothing else too crazy here. Yeah. What's already we had? Is this better than the rain that's not rain? Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know if it is.
At least it does have Primal Kyogre. What does this have?
Yeah, I think honestly the rain that's not rain is better than this, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's D minus because it has some positive qualities, but it's rough.
Yeah, it is really rough.
I could maybe see as being a D minus, but I don't think it is. I think it's close though.
Yeah, I guess D is fine.
Pick 6, we have Gry taking Baven early cure in white, and then round 2, 260 point Necrozma Double Wings. I've already harped on why that thing's not worth taking, but I guess I'll start off with Kieran White, Arceus Electric's really good pairing. Great Tusk, Necros with Dawn's really good pairing. You have some really good like pairings offensively, which is nice.
Yeah.
In Aloe, like Fez, you have really good bulk too. Aloe, Fez, Kofag, like Melmel are pretty solid. Don't hate Pyro as a breaker here. I think Pyro's definitely actually bringable on this team.
I mean, I think again, this is Grai probably wanted to test it out, which is fair.
Still around 10, it doesn't matter, yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
unlike
think
the heal, I think he actually has a purpose here, which is nice.
Zarude is a good knocker. That is a good point.
Yeah, I guess getting rid of AVs for Kieran White is nice with like knock on Tusk and Aloe and Zarude. That's pretty big because honestly, the best way to answer Kieran White is a fat mom with AV.
Yeah.
This team is really slow, like really slow. Your fastest mon that can run a scarf is 105, so like anything faster than that, like gets a speed boost is a fucking problem.
Mm-hmm.
Tusk, I like Tusk a lot here. I think Tusk actually fits on his team really well. Tusk
I
is still
agree.
weird in Ubers, but I like it a lot here.
Tusk is good here.
Getting the round 8 Mel is nice. Like, what's your removal actually? What's your removal for Kieran? Oh, Tusk. I'm stupid. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's been a long. It's 3:30.
Tusk is probably forced to do both spin and rocks every game though, which isn't ideal.
Yeah.
It can.
I mean,
like,
I could run like support RCS if you really wanted to, but
Spark
it is
Electric can be supportive, but it doesn't really want to be usually.
yeah. Although I think it is a Terra Fairy Necrozma, which is really disgusting.
It goes fine gray. These Terra Fairy Necros, that makes it better at least.
Yeah.
Terra Ground Kyurem's nice. Terra Steel Memo's a nuke. Yeah, these are really good Terras. These are really good Terra choices. Wow.
Yeah. I do like his team a lot.
Yeah, I like this. Think every mon minus the bottom two, which are like joke picks.
Yeah.
10 can realistically come to most games, and they all serve really good purposes.
I agree.
Yeah, I really like this team a lot. Is it an A plus? Is the question? I don't think so. I think it's like high A.
I can see it being A plus, especially with it being Grai, and Grai is a good player.
That's true. I don't rule off that. What's their A team we have? Is this? I mean, it's definitely worse than Garrus. I think that's undeniable.
Yeah.
But I could see it being an A plus. I think I will play an A for now. We can maybe move it up later.
Yeah. That makes sense.
On to our next team, which is number 7, which is Shade of the Ground team. It's kind of a different take on it, but your only Uber is Groudon, which fine, but you really lean into the Sun aspect here. Like Mega Delphox, Werewolf Marina, Slitherwing, Venusaur, Walking Wake. Yeah, I know.
I'm so jealous of that fake.
Fair.
So jealous. Yeah, it is definitely like fucking Sun Angle every week, like with like Heat Rock, Groudon.
Which you really Groudon really doesn't want to be holding a Heat Rock, man. It really hates that shit. Like, it can, but you really don't want to. You all be running Band or Leftovers or Boots or, like, sometimes Scarp, like a Resist Bear. Resist Bears are really good on Groudon, too, because it's so fat.
Yeah. I agree. It's a good team, though. Like, I really like the team. I love Luxio, obviously.
Luxio's very funny, yeah.
Miltank's good here. Klefki is always nice to have.
Yeah, I think all the Mons here are like not the Luxio. Luxio is cool factors fair enough. But all the Mons are bringable, and all of them like are pretty solid. I'm not a huge Slitherwing guy. I get why it's here, but I don't love it.
Yeah, I just think it's a little too reliant on Sun. The only thing I feel like if you already had Slitherwing, I don't get why you would draft a Shifu as well.
Probably.
I mean, I guess, but you could have probably gotten like a better dark type.
Oh, for sure. Also, there's another team where removal's pretty weak. It's like Defog, Klefki, and Thunderous. And Klefki can run Defog, but usually rare set the hazards.
Yeah.
So Mega Delphox, which really wants to hit and run, it's really good at that, isn't going to be able to do it as effectively because it needs to come in on rocks every time.
Yeah.
And like, I think, unlike some of the teams that were lacking removal that we saw before, I think this one really doesn't like it. This team needs Delphox to beat a lot of its strong breakers.
Yeah, I agree.
I think there's an A though. I think there's definitely an A.
Yeah, I mean it's a good team, and
It's a
I
good
think
team.
Shade can manage it really well. It's just like it's too over reliant on Sun.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what is Terrazor in this one, or I think she was a Ares. Ghost Dragapult, obviously. Anything else? Fairy Ground is interesting. I never really thought about Fairy Ground, but I kind of get it.
Yeah,
And the rest are stab types, fair enough.
I agree.
I kind of wish that he had gone Fire Primarina because those wearables would be fucking nasty.
True.
Yeah, 18, do you think it's better or worse than Grise?
Maybe ever so slightly worse than Grass.
I would agree. I think Grise is a little bit of an edge because it's a bit more flexible.
Yeah,
Still very, very good, though.
yeah, it's a good team.
Let's get on to pick 8. Here we have Recon, who is 1-0. I will say that. Now I'm going to shit on the team, but he is 1-0.
He is 1-0.
But, it's actually a pretty solid team, I'll be honest. It's just physical overload offense is what this is. There's no, like, special offense at all, but the whole point is just Zacian plus Mewtwo plus Kieran Black to just
Yeah,
overload
I
defensive
kept
checks.
telling him to draft special offense, and then he just like drafted PC, and I was like, "That's not good for special offense, dude. What are you doing?"
Yeah, unless Greninja, but Greninja doesn't really hit that hard in Ubers.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know, like, he has good hazards, he has decent removal of Scizor.
yeah. He has
Like,
decent removal. He has a good spin blocker. He has fat walls.
he has really good bulk. Blissey's Petron Dundos was a gross score.
Yeah,
Yeah, Mewtwo can run special. Mewtwo X can run special, just doesn't want to be forced into it every game. But yes, definitely can do that.
yeah.
It can be mixed, yes. You just don't want to. But
I mean, you could run special Landorus too. Like nobody's stopping you from doing that. It's just like not that good at that.
but I'm a big fan of this. I mean, did the Mr. Mime come in this first week, which is kind of funny. I think it did something. I didn't pay too close attention.
I didn't watch the game, but it was there.
I think I remember seeing Mr. Mime was there. I don't remember seeing what he did. I think it's up a screen or something.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm a fan of this. Decent IM removal for Zacian with Landorus and Scissors, really nice. Yeah, I guess we're kind of not talking as much about these teams, but it's also be a long stream. But it's just a good team. Like, it's pretty solid. I think it's an A. I don't think it has the raw power to be
yeah.
A and plus, but I think it's a pretty good A. I think this might be higher than Gry, honestly.
I can see that.
You look at Gry's again, I'm not sure on that. Gross pick 6, I think. No, I think I like Gry more for sure.
Makes sense. We can put it between Shade and Cry.
Yeah, I think this is definitely better than Shade, though, for sure. Okay, let's on to pick 9. Here we have Delta with the only Lugia drafted, and there's a reason for that because this mon is bad, but it's an interesting team. Arceus Steel Palkia Origins are pretty solid.
I just why is there a Lugia? I just don't like Lugia at all.
I mean, yeah, Lugia Arceus Steel is not a bad pairing, though, I will say.
Yeah, I feel like this team really needed like Indeedee, and then he did not draft Indeedee.
Yeah, and we saw someone else took the way, yeah.
Yeah,
Like, this team, it's just so weird. It's so weird. Like, it feels like, yeah, this definitely looks like. Did anyone else take Indeedee? Let me. No.
I don't think so.
So why did you not take Indeedee? Yeah, oh, excuse me. I don't know what to say. It was like, he has a screens mode with Scrimstars, which is nice because, like, Caesar and Bliss, all the mods appreciate screens.
Yeah,
It's gonna have to run screens it's gonna be like every week. It's gonna be like screens, Grimmsnarl, Hazard, Gliscor, bulky Arc Steel, bulky Lugia, fast offense.
yeah,
I mean, Palkia Origin doing one thing it does, which is quick bites. Then one of like Sneasel, Zam, Blaze, Arrow as a fast, frail attacker.
yeah. And then you don't also have like removal because like Blaze rarely wants Scarf, and then you just don't have good removal for it.
Yeah, you have to bring Rotom Mo, which is just not a good Pokemon.
Yeah,
Lugia also, like, Lugia is pretty much forced into boots on this team, which you can't afford, but, like, could be better.
yeah, I agree.
I know, it just doesn't blow me away. It feels like he has a clear game plan, but the problem is you didn't. It's just the exact same 5 sets every week, and then you switch out what's your frail mom, which is like,
Yeah, I agree.
I know, I just don't get it. I don't think this is a D. I think this team has fundamentally solid bones. I think this is like more like a C. But yeah, I'm like,
I would probably put it in D though. Like I don't like this team.
I think it's definitely better than the rain that's not rain though, right? Surely.
Yeah, it's better than that.
Yeah, it's just it's steel is the only ice is just fair, but like the strongest ice type in the form is like Kyurem White, and even then, like Arceus Steel, if you run Spadef, can take a Specs Fusion Flare. So like, I think you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
This team, it just feels like a lot of wasted potential because the top two was such a strong start.
Yeah.
Number 10, we have okay, so we have the Mono Ghost team here. And for a Mono Ghost team, I guess it's Mono Ghost, and there's also Zamazenta Crown a Crocodile, sure.
I
Oh
hate
wait,
that.
what's
I
that?
was so mad.
I forgot
I
what
was so mad at her for doing this.
yeah, it's kind of stupid. What was the thing I was about to look up? I'm blanking. I was about to look up someone's terrorism. Was it Delta? Yeah, Delta's terrorist. Fairy origin. Yeah, there's nothing's crazy in there. Oh no, he did Terra fighting Blacephalon when he doesn't get Terra Blast. That's unfortunate. I feel like we need to immediately look at Derp's Terras because like that's the only way he's gonna win a game.
Yeah.
Like fighting Zoroark is pretty solid. Steel Sandshell, like Electric Origin is funny. I don't think it's good, but it's funny. All his Terras are really good for sure.
Yeah. I guess.
Problem
And
is only gonna get to do one of those per game.
true.
I'm like, obviously this team's super weak to Ghost and Dark, but there's no way around it. Like any Ghost type on the opponent's side can smashes you. I guess you have Shadow Sneaks, but like any opposing Ghost type with a Kasib Berry destroys you.
That is true. I mean, sure, you can use Zoroark, I guess.
Yeah, but Zoroark's so frail.
That is true.
I know. And also, this team doesn't have really a lot of good support. Like your only rocker is Crook. And as I said before, Crook is kind of ass in Ubers. If I'm going to be completely blunt.
It is.
You have zero removal except Defog Giratina, which like you can do every game, but that really hurts Frostlass's potential, and even kind of Zamazenta's because if Zamazenta really is not like coming on spikes.
Yeah.
This team just actually incredibly spikes weak in general. Like a couple of layers of spikes, like everything is taking so much damage. Also means Zoroark can't disguise itself, which is probably a big part of this team's game plan.
And then you just like you can't even do like boot spam reliably because you just like die to a knock anyway.
Yeah, and like Pokemon like Flutter can't really afford boots. Aegislash doesn't really want to. It can. Gengar can't really afford it. Like this is rough. I think this is probably a D minus. Unfortunately, it's a meme,
Yeah.
so expected, but still.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, on to pick number 11, which is I believe EM. So yeah, the Zekrom team. And these a nasty team. Oh my god. Zekrom, Megastorm, Deox Attack, Arceus Fighting. That's like a gross offensive core.
Yeah, it is a disgusting team. 4 Ubers is gross always, and he has nice defensive pieces too. I know he really wanted Florges over Tinkerton, which yes would have been better, but it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, both steel types are solid. You're probably not bringing both of them, but like if you were bringing both of them, regardless of the both being steel types, you don't want to bring both these monsters to a game
Yeah,
format. Corv is really solid. Corv like Neo Queen's a pretty solid pairing defensively. Arceus Fighting isn't the best defensive typing, but it can make it work. And it's the raw offense with the top three and Ogre Pawn and Arceus Fighting, like the bottom four don't matter. I guess type no kind of matters. The So the bottom four are never coming, but
Yeah, I agree.
no kind of matters because there are scary ghost types. Type no can check ghost types. It's not the best because if they have knock, then like it can't anymore. But it's okay. Good
Yeah,
setting, good removal. Like yeah, not much to say. Starmie Zekrom are a really good pairing. I guess opposing bulky grasses are a little annoying. Like Arceus grass specifically kind of is annoying outside Triple Axle and Starmie.
hmm
But like most bulky grasses, like don't want to take a hit from Deoxys regardless.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm a big Dio fan on this team. I think it provides the team weight really needs, like a nuke.
hmm
I mean, Storm is also a nuke, but like with Deoxys just clicking Psycho Boost and one-shotting everything, then like Zekrom is free to clean up in the end game, which is what it wants to do every time.
I really like because like Starmie clears up all the grounds for Zekrom anyway, and then you just their clicking button. I really love this team.
Yeah, it's a really good Starmie team. It's a really good Starmie team.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
this I don't really get the Glycopod or the Oricorio. I kind of get the Zoroark. I don't really get the Glycopod or the Oricorio here. Like they're just here, but
I think he was
sure,
just filling up tears, I guess.
that's fair. I do want to check out the Terras, so I'm kind of interested. So yeah, what we got? Terra Ground Core makes sense. I was just walk to Rock. Terra Grass Zekrom was interesting. I would not expect that, but I kind of get it. Terra Stellar Deal. I would not have thought that. That's fantastic. Wow. Terra Stellar DOA is gross. Oh my god.
Yeah, you just
That's
stacking.
actually disgusting. Like things already can barely take hits. Now you get 1.2 times tower boost on all your moves the first time. That's crazy. And
It
like,
is crazy.
it's not lasting a long time, so it doesn't matter that it's not getting it later because who gives a shit?
Yeah, I agree.
I think there's an A, but it's teetering on A plus for me.
I would definitely put it in A plus.
I think it's worse than Garrus though.
I kind of agree.
I think Garrus seems just kind of cracked.
Yeah,
Hey, pick 12. We have I think there's Mortal. Yeah, so we have the Arc Water Dialga team as the two Ubers. This team is pretty cool, meant to be bulky offense, but I don't think it does it amazingly.
yeah.
Like it's kind of lacking in recovery outside Arceus Water and Zapdos. Yeah, I guess Blood Moon, but
I mean,
Blood Moon's
Floet
most
also.
special defense is very exploitable.
Floet has recovery.
I guess it has Synthesis if you really want it to. Yeah, I guess it has like draining because just a lot of damage.
Yeah,
I will say this Arachnoid's gonna do some heavy lifting because this team really needs the web support.
yeah. I really do not like Terrakion.
It's so bad. Terrakion's so
It's
bad.
so ass.
Um Dialga's a really good rocker, you have good removers, which is nice. Guess spikes from Frostless can make up because Follett really appreciates hazard support because unless it's clicking, like its Moonblast, just don't pick up those one shots. If you're clicking Light Room, you're taking so much recoil. Same with
Yeah.
Victini. Like Victini's V creates just don't pick up the one shots in this format.
hmm
But you get like a rocket, a spike up, and things are starting to drop, which is nice.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's kind of a basic team. Like, it's not bad, just nothing special.
I agree.
It's either like a B or a C. I'm not sure, but yeah. I will say, I'm blanking so hard already, but I feel as saying his team feels very Araquanid reliant, which isn't what the position you lobby in, but it's not the end of the world, I guess.
And you have the Raichu counter, so like that's what matters.
Oh, true. Oh, excuse me. My fun.
Stop making that joke. Yeah, I think it's an alright team. Like it's not bad, but it's not great.
Yeah, I think it's probably a C. I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Is it better or worse than the first team, which is the Marsh?
I think it's ever so slightly better than Draven's team.
Let's see. Let's pull. Oh, I don't know if I agree. I like Revens a lot. Like not a lot, but I like it more. Let me look at this again. Because this is really nasty, but there's some anti-synergy. And then pick 12, we've got. It's hard for me to put this over Revens because Revens just has that natural threat level that this doesn't provide.
I guess that's fine.
But it's still a C. Like it's not terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, pick 13. Oh, give me a second. I'm just gonna do something real quick. I'm gonna screenshot this first one, and then I'll screenshot the second one so that we can
Yep.
I can post off before we make the combined list, just so I don't forget. There you go. PRs. Yeah, back to where we were. So we're on pick 13, which is the Arceus Poison team, which is Jeremy. Arceus Poison Palkia is a very solid combo.
Yeah, I like it. I really do like it.
I think Palkia is really well supported here. You have Arceus Poison for the fairies and Tapu Koko for the waters. And I have Valiant for, I guess, like, dragons and stuff. Like, Palkia is going to do work on this. I believe Palkia is an Uber that does need some support. Is power crap, but when it's given that support, it is nasty, and this team does that. You have really good breakers. Valiant in terrain is obviously scary as shit.
So I do like this team. I just think if it really could have used a spiker.
Not named Maractus, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
and also your only rocker is Arceus, which, like, to be fair, Arceus Poison can run it every week and it can do it effectively, but, like, also means you're giving up the opportunity for Calm Mind sets or Dragon Dance sets, but like, it can do it, and Arceus Poison being forced into rocks on his team doesn't even matter that much, because, like, you've got enough raw power that you don't really need. You have good offense and cleaners with, like, Valiant, Coco, Ursula, Palkia, Chiyu. So, like, I don't think it's that big a deal. Mega Chimeko's kind of weird, but I guess the wish passing isn't terrible, but his team doesn't really appreciate outside Ursula that much.
Yeah, I mean, I think, again, it's one of those Pokemon that he really wanted to try, which is fair.
Yeah.
I do think Chimeco is nice as a ground resist here in general. It can heal up, it can also, like, dish out damage. And then you also
is pretty ground weak otherwise.
Yeah, and then you have an alternate Trick Room mode too, like Chimeco can set up Trick Room for itself and Luna.
Yeah.
So.
Agreed. Terracool is not a bad removal option here. I think Spang's pretty solid, and you can also run Deep and Chimeco, but I feel like most matchups, those two will be able to work.
Yeah.
I don't hate the Mega Bro either, even though it's like a third water type, but, like, it's just teleporting into Valiant or Palkia, which is pretty good.
And you
sucks. I don't know why it's here.
Can just run an itemless Slowbro. Itemless Slowbro is still pretty good.
Yeah. Hawlucha, Maractus, and Feeble aren't doing anything. Yes, I know I preach Feeble and bad, but this is literally the opposite of bad.
Yeah.
Like, he's never doing anything. And you already have, like, decent Ghost and Psychic checks regardless, but again, it's a tier 5, doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Top 8's really solid.
I really like it. I like this team. I'd probably put it in, like, A.
I think it's an A. I don't think it's an A+, but I think it's really well constructed for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is it better than AMC's Void? Which one? Kona Crooks, I think. I don't remember who Kona Crooks is.
That's Shade. That's Shade.
All right, let's pull these and see where it goes. And it was pick 7. Is it better than the Groudon team?
I think they're equal.
Goes back up. I do agree, pretty similar. I think I slightly lean the Groudon team, but it's close.
Makes sense.
Also, I want to check out the Terras, so I'm curious what. So this was Jeremy. Terra Electric Valiant's kind of cool. I like that idea. Terra Normal here. Fairy Coco kind of makes sense. Steel Palk is decent. Yeah, no, these all make sense to me. Yeah, I think this is just below Shade, but I think it's really close.
That's...
Yep. Okay. On to pick 14. We got here. We have Moj, MOJ. I don't know how people say it out loud, but
I think they say Moj because I say Moj.
So we got Moj here. Arceus Dark Mewtwo, fantastic pairing to start. Obviously, like, they work pretty well together. Annihilate's not bad too. It does break down the dark types, which are kind of a problem. Cancer Raichu is doing Cancer Raichu things. And his team does kind of appreciate the paralysis support on Pokemon like Annihilate and Ogerpon Wellspring to get that leg up on targets.
I agree.
Round 6 Grafai is hilarious. I don't get it, but sure. You have good hazards, good removal, solid defensive core like Dio, Steela, Gweezing, Annihilate, Arc Dark, all pretty solid defensively. Good offense too. I don't think Suicune's ever coming. Suicune's just too passive for Ubers, really.
Yeah.
Grafai's I will say I've used Avalog in Ubers before. It has matchups where it can come, for the record. I think it's usable.
Yeah, it's like if you're feeling weak to like you're in black, I guess. Which I guess you are a little bit, but
Like it's raw stats helping out here.
yeah.
Red Pierce pretty solid too. This is a really solid team. Like the only Pokemon I really don't like in here are Grafairy and Suicune. Everything else serves a really clear purpose, and most of them have multiple sets they can run too, which is really nice. I mean, Rai's just the one thing, but like everything else is pretty versatile.
I agree. Yeah,
Yeah,
I like this team.
I like this team a lot. I think maybe if you had, I guess your spikes aren't overcome Wellspring, but Annihilate isn't really deterring that much. But Annihilate's not here as a hazard clearance deterrent as much as it's just a breaker. It's
I
just
mean,
meant to quick.
you have DOD as your hazard
Oh, I'm
setter anyway.
stupid. Yeah, DOD's in there. Duh.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, Advanced Team's very solid. It's just like trying to think if there's any like real issues I have with it. I don't really see much.
Yeah. I think it's a solid team.
Maybe like could appreciate a Wish Passer for like stealing and wheezing, but like that's about it.
Yeah. I think it's fine.
Is this an A plus? It might be an A plus.
I can see it being A plus. I don't think it's better than Ian's team, but I think it will be an
Is
A
it better
plus.
than Grise? Is the question.
I just said it's not better than Ian's team, and his team is better than Ian's, I think, right?
I know Ian is an A plus. Grise right below Ian in A.
Oh yeah. I think it might be better than Grise.
Hold up again. Just looking. I think I do agree on that. I think he is slightly better than Grise.
Yeah.
I've been a lot of really solid drafts in this division. Okay, on to I believe Bowie is pick 50. I keep forgetting Secretaris, and this was kind of he's over here somewhere. All of Justice. All of Justice. Fairy 8 makes sense. Stellar Mewtwo's kind of funny. Similar mindset to Deox Attack. I don't think it's as good, but it's similar mindset. I get it. Okay, let's go on to Bowie now. Bowie, we have another Rayquaza team. I don't know what to say. It's just this is the most awkward thing I've ever looked at. Oh my god. Like Ray Megameta is a good start, and Meowscar's not a pairing with them. Romoch, that's very good. Thor just keeps Metagross healthy, which is nice, and you have the Pex Garganacl Stall Core. Getting Late Pheromosa is cool because for some reason it wasn't tiered as an Uber.
I don't think Pheromosa is that good, but
I think it's better than a lot of the stuff in 220, but that's just me.
Makes sense.
I don't know what to say. It's just something feels off, and I can't put my finger on it.
I think outside of like Ray and Megameta, it is like sure there is a Pheromosa, but it is a little lacking in power.
There's like zero special offense outside of like Quiver, fucking Pheromosa, and that's the one I'm focused Blast for Stab.
Yeah.
Yes, I know Rayquaza can run special, but you really don't want to fucking run special Rayquaza. Like, that's not a good time.
I agree.
Yeah, I guess we're kind of running out of things to say, but like, Garg is, I don't love it. I don't think it really has the bulk need to keep up. Toxic Effect is real good. We're a little bit of that, but,
Garg, yeah, I think you run the top 6 a lot.
Top 6, maybe summon Pharaoh over something if you want a more offensive build that week.
Yeah.
That's about it. Although, if you want rocks, you have to run like Garg or Mamo, unless you're running them on Metagross, which is amazing, but it's not the other one either.
Yeah. You could technically run like Spikes Meow, I guess.
Also, I think this team's going to run Spike Meow a lot. I think Spike Meow is really good on this team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, this feels like a C to me. It's just like really doesn't blow me away.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's see. Is it worse than Mortals? I think it is.
Yeah, slightly so.
Is it better than don't want me to pick was that pick 4, pick 5, which think it was this team? Was the yeah, I'm losing track.
That's Mortal.
Which team was the freaking I'll eventually find it. No. Which team is the freaking Dumb and Drapions? I forget.
Oh, that's Delta's team. I don't know what pick he was.
There is found it. Oh, he's definitely better than that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got one left, which is of course Beery's the last one. So it's a good. These are really cool team. I like Mega Man Sogaleo. I like the bulk Terrapagos team. This is a pretty fat team.
Yeah.
Every mon here outside like Spectre, maybe like Urshifu and Whimsicott. Like every real mon on here outside Spectre, Urshifu, and Whimsicott is pretty decent bulk. I guess Gomora isn't really, but you have really good hazard staying. You have Terrapagos is premier removal to keep your Salamence healthy. I guess
Mm-hmm.
you're kind of lacking in raw breaking power for the really strong fat because Urshifu doesn't really have enough to break a lot of the fat mons.
Yeah. I
Like
agree.
opposing Arceus, you can't hit super effectively. Are gonna be tough.
I can see that being a problem. I think he relies on Mens a lot for that. And maybe with for Spectre with cleaning.
Yeah,
But if you have a fat normal or something, then you're like kind of screwed.
yeah. I think the lack of offense is gonna hurt him. Like
Yeah.
if he goes against a fatter team, he's gonna have to win the long game, which isn't the easiest thing because he doesn't have the best recovery on some of his mons.
Yeah.
But I think there's a solid like bulky offense team. I just think it's
Mm.
gonna either get outrun or outlasted.
I do like the wish support that Clef has for Tinglu and like Terrapagos.
That's
So
really nice. Yeah.
that is really nice. And you can also technically could run wish Mens, I guess. You shouldn't, but you could.
Please do not do that. Please God, do not do that, Barry. But yeah. Also, this team's not. No, actually not. I was gonna say I don't like that's stupid. Never mind. Yeah, this team's okay. Like it has bones. It has good pieces. I just think
Yeah.
it's I just think it didn't lean hard enough into either direction. It's kind of get taken advantage of for that.
Yeah. I can see that.
But yeah, I think. I mean, we got good hazards, good removal, good bulk. I don't, everything on this team is good. Nothing is great. I think it's a good way to put it.
Yeah, makes sense.
I think it's a B. I think it's like a B. I think it's worse than the Darkrai team, which team was Darkrai? I think I was pick one. No,
No,
I
pick one, pick seven.
picked
I
two.
think
I
it's
think
pick four.
I wasn't sure. Whatever. It's worse than that team. I know that.
Okay.
Pretty sure. I should actually check. I should be good. I should check. Darkrai Silver, who that was like the Xerneas team.
Yeah.
Is it worse than this? Actually, I think it's probably a little better than
Mm,
this.
yeah. I think
Okay,
it Beery's
yeah.
team is better than this, yeah.
Hey, let me screenshot this, and we can do a combined list. Okay, screenshot this. Yeah, good. It's not whatever. Good enough. Okay. A fusion bolt PRs, and we just use this one. So let me transfer everything over. So we had an A plus. We had, and we'll organize them after. We had you, then Pokefan, then me, then Aaron. And in A we had Honey, Orn, Decky, and Raul. So Honey, Orn, Decky's over here. Rule. And in B we had Jay, Johan, and Wombo. So Jay, Johan, Wombo. Right. C we had Don and Tiff. No, yes, C was Don and Tiff. D we had Zippy and Box. In D minus we unfortunately had Demon. So I don't necessarily need to go back through all of these.
Yeah.
But just like going off memory, I think your team's probably the best overall. I know you probably don't want to say, but I think it is overall.
Yeah.
And then I think let me look at Ian's. I'm just gonna do it this way. It's faster, right? I can just Control F. Let me find him. Yeah, that did not help. There we go. Uh, is Ian's team better than Aaron's? I think it's worse than Aaron's. I'll be honest here. Looking at Aaron's again. Yeah. So I think Ian is the bottom of A plus. Should move that over there. And I think Ani and Orn are probably above anything in Fusion Bolt. I think these are both really, really strong.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And then we need to let's pull up Decky's team again. Decky is pick 15. I like Decky's team. I didn't love Decky's team. And so I think let me try Gry with Gry. I think Gry's is better than Decky's, definitely.
Yeah.
Is it better than Recon's? Recon. Then, but I think I like Decky's a little more than Recon, so I'm gonna be honest here.
Makes sense.
So I'll put Decky above. I keep that'll be easier to do this. And Raul, I think Raul. There's Sarmi's Jeremy. Yeah, I think Raul was the worst of the A's. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can say there. Okay, now for the B's, we got J is this team, and then that's the Magura team, and Beery is the. I think they're like Beery, sure. I definitely think. I think Jay's team is better than Beery's.
Yeah.
Then Johan, I don't think Johan's better than Beery's. I definitely don't think Johan's better than Beery's. Is it better than Silver's? Where's Silver? Oh, he's over here. Is Johan? I think Johan is probably better than Silver's. I will say.
I agree.
And then we pull up Wombo. Oh yeah, Wombo's definitely better than Silver. Silver's kind of weird, I guess. Yeah. Hey, on to see. We had people Groundhouse Delta. The Arcus Steel Palkia team versus Tiff was the Arcus. These are both kind of weird. I think I like Tiff's a little more than Delta's.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pull up Don. Don is the Giratina team. No, I don't think it's as good as Delta. At least I think Delta's definitely better than this. Well, wait, we put Don above Tiff earlier, so maybe we should just put. Now we're getting. Wait, it doesn't matter. It doesn't even consistent. And Mortal. I think there's worse than Mortals too.
I can see that.
Yeah, and then who's we have? Is it better than Bowie's? Bowie? No, I can't put it above Bowie's either. I think it's just the bottom of C.
Makes sense.
I got D. Let's pull up Zippy. Is the Giratina Megawatt team compared to Dublin Drapions? I think who's Dublin Drapions? I forget who. Dublin Drapion. Looking at the wrong doc. Because of course I.
Yeah, is that not Delta?
There's Delta. Wait, why was I putting Delta? Oh, why was I thinking of Delta? Why was I saying Delta earlier? Am I crazy?
He's in Fusion Board. Yeah. Dublin Drapions Delta.
Yeah. Why was I looking at? I was looking at him as for Tiff. 1 second. I was like, what was that? What? I think I'm fine. Let's see. I think Zippy's is probably better than all of these, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Where does Box go? Box compared to Jed. Jed. I think Jed's better than Box. I just don't think Box. Yeah, I don't think I can justify that. And then I think it has to be Demons above Dirt because it's not monotype.
Makes sense.
So I guess these are our final rankings here. Be a screenshot. Yeah, that'll be it. So I'll post these in a second. Thank you everyone for joining the stream. This was fun. Thanks Sark for being on. This was a good time.
Of course, we had fun.
Yeah, so I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I know I will too. So have a good day, everyone. Peace.